Well. Welcome back to another episode of The Miniature Truth. I am the number one host on this show because, well, there's only one host, so it's kind of fucked up if I was a number other than one. But, it is what it is. Hope everybody had a long weekend, except for, the 50-something people in Chicago. Obviously, they didn't have a good weekend. But it's okay. It's okay. It's all Trump's fault. And the federal agents never went into Chicago, so I was a little bit wrong. I may have been off by a week, because it sounds like it's still going to happen. But, before we get anything started, nothing real noteworthy that I think I'm playing today. Maybe, depending on who you are. We'll see. But before we get started with anything, obviously going to start off with this song. Sorry. And so, it is still kind of morning where most people are, except the East Coast. So you can go get your coffee, your bagel. I had 2 cups of coffee and a Cinnabon with pecans. Nothing better. All right, go get your shit. I wouldn't say I'm missing it. It's just more of the same, pretty much. But since we are talking about Trump, we're going to start off with a little-known place called Venezuela. Maduro, who I honestly thought we had installed. But he's one of the main reasons Venezuela has been more of a crime-ridden country, and not to mention that Aragua is also from Venezuela. And they are here in the United States, and we know this. At least that's what, the news tells us. And Donald Trump, and Tom Homan, Kristi Noem, we can go down the list. Now, you guys remember the Army Parade in Washington, D.C.? Well, this is Venezuela's Army. What's up, Yeti? Bro. They were flagging the fuck out of each other.
Especialistas en el manejo de cuerdas.
That is going to have to be a different day, Yeti, because it's been on for almost 2.5 hours.
¿Qué quiere el gringo imperialista?
So,
Las riquezas
I'm at the point where I think all this Epstein shit is just fucking, what's the word I'm looking for? Smoke and mirrors to keep everyone's attention focused off. Because you think about it, Thomas Massey didn't even need signatures to get those fucking 35,000 pages released. And then you have all the, obviously, the victims. And this is Congress's, what, third day back in office? Second day back in office?
Colonizar a Venezuela, partirla en pedazos.
What are they, a fucking marching band?
Hoy puedo decir, luego de 20 días continuos de anuncios, amenazas, guerra psicológica, luego de 20 días de asedio contra la nación venezolana, hoy estamos más fuertes que ayer. Hoy estamos más preparados para defender la paz, la soberanía y la integridad territorial que ayer. Mucho más.
They're basically there to say, if you're not cheering, we're gonna sentence you to death right away. Why are they putting up "Fight the Resistance"? I remember this. It looked like they were forced to be there. Just keep marching. Just keep marching. Look at her. Oh, I don't want to interfere. They're happy. They must be the organizers. If I could read that, I would probably not care. Alright. That's Venezuela. You know, them having a good old time. Because you know, what's better than a little bit of
Back,
war?
Venezuela is now threatening the U.S. military. So the Trump administration is deploying warships along the Venezuelan coast, with more expected to arrive this week. The Associated Press reports thousands of sailors and Marines are now on board of those ships. The top admiral of the U.S. Navy says that this deployment is supporting operations against drug cartels in Venezuela. However, the Trump administration is showing no signs of sending troops to Venezuelan soil. Nonetheless, state media in Venezuela says that it is spreading rumors about a threat of invasion and that the government is encouraging people to enlist.
The Marines are essentially the ground force and personal security for the Navy. So that would be essentially boots on ground if they disembarked.
They also sent a message to the United States over the weekend.
Le digo yo a los imperialistas del norte, nosotros estamos preparándonos y vamos a luchar.
What a fucking moron! Does he literally showing us a chart of what they have? It's not us. That's wild.
He said, quote, "I'm speaking to the imperialists of the North. We're getting ready and we will fight if you dare step foot in Venezuela. We're watching events around the world."
Man, we're fucked.
Right now, the Venezuelan president denies any involvement in drug trafficking.
All the bickering and polarization in Washington.
Okay, whew. Now that we're done in Venezuela. I saw this the other day, and it's basically saying that if you're disabled and retired the United States military, that they essentially don't want to, they're not going to tax us. tax you if you're also one of those categories. You have to meet both of them, though. But man, I didn't realize we were supposed to pay taxes. Because, word.
You might be surprised to
What's up,
hear
Corey?
there's actually bipartisan legislation crawling its way through these halls of Congress.
Veterans have always been my top priority in the United States Congress.
That's Republican Florida Representative Gus Bilirakis, who is sponsoring a bill that's trying to fix the so-called wounded veterans tax.
These are true American heroes, and we're cheating them out and not getting their full benefit.
He's talking about people like Army Staff Sergeant Dan Nevins. He was deployed to Iraq in 2004 as a squad leader when an improvised explosive device detonated beneath his vehicle.
I remember everything about that day, fortunately or unfortunately.
The blast killed his platoon sergeant and took both of Nevin's legs.
The last sort of vision, if you will. And it was my 10-year-old daughter, but she was all grown up and dressed in white head to toe and walking down the aisle without her dad. And I was like, I'm alive. I have to do something to keep it that way.
After a painful and lengthy recovery, which included 36 surgeries and an 18-month stay at Walter Reed Hospital, Nevin started to live life again, even picking up new skills like becoming a certified yoga instructor.
I was like, yoga, that, like, wrong dude. It made the nightmare stops.
When he was forced to retire from the military in 2006 because of his injuries, Nevins thought he'd be financially taken care of. But that wasn't the case.
It's a tragedy, really.
Nevins found out the hard way. Under current federal policy, some injured veterans who retire early, often not by choice, get $1 taken out of their retirement for every $1 they receive in disability pay.
That's why I get it. I actually retired. I mean, not saying that he did, but I think he was only in for a matter of 6-7 years. But he still gets disability, which is a lot of money. I'm confused.
I was told I could not receive both. You could either have your retirement or the VA.
We spoke to Nevins ahead of Memorial Day when he traveled to Washington to advocate for this bipartisan bill that would give all veterans their full retirement and disability pay. Democrat Richard Blumenthal is leading the effort in the Senate.
So they're essentially being penalized financially.
They're being penalized for being wounded.
The bill would impact about 50,000 veterans, currently losing out on $1,900 a month because of the policy.
Essentially, it's about simple justice and fairness.
But the legislation is costly.
We have to find an offset, and we're working on that as well.
And comes at a time when the Trump administration is looking to trim government spending. A spokesman for the VA said the agency does not typically comment on pending legislation and vowed there will be no cuts to health care or benefits for veterans. The Department of Defense did not return a request for comment.
Funny story that the veterans, the VA stuff, our budgets are actually approved for the next year. They don't let people know. Our money is allocated and it doesn't change.
Rakis was in Greece for his son's
That's
wedding
part of the
earlier
budget. They
this
never
summer,
tell you about that
flying back to D.C. to cast a pivotal vote on Trump's massive tax and spending bill. Now he's hoping he can leverage that goodwill.
Any political capital that I have, I'm going to use it for our veterans.
Nevins hoping his personal experience will help inspire action.
If it takes sharing a story or like digging up some uncomfortable wounds, then so be it.
And Mel Zanona joins me now here on set. Mel, so good to have you here. This bill faces an uphill battle, right?
Yeah, that's exactly right. First of all, they have to fund the government by the end of this month. That's going to consume a ton of oxygen on Capitol Hill. And there's already signs that that is going to be a real showdown.
They need to fund the government by the end of the month, but these motherfuckers literally just took a month off. A month off. When are they going to get to the budget? Oh, that's right. It's the end of the fiscal year, October 1st. But it should have been budgeted 6 months out. You fucking idiots.
Because Democrats do not want to give in. They want to fight against Trump, against some of his actions, some of his recent policies. That's going to be primarily what they have to deal with in the next few weeks. That being said, though, there is something called the National Defense Authorization Act. That is an annual defense policy bill. They have to pass that every year. They have passed that every year. So at some point, they're going to have to turn to that piece of legislation.
Oh. Almost like like I actually know what I'm talking about. Crazy, right?
And that is where we could see something like this bill to fix the wounded veterans tax could come up. But like I said, they got to keep the government lights on first.
A rare point of bipartisan support here. But you mentioned some of what Congress has over the next couple of weeks. The government shut down on October 1st. What are some of the other things that Congress has on its plate just in the coming weeks?
Yeah, it's a massive to-do list. Top of mind this week is the ongoing saga over Jeffrey Epstein. There's going to be a potentially explosive press conference on.
Yeah, because, the Epstein stuff is more important than passing a goddamn budget. They've had, 6 fucking years to get to this Epstein? They can wait. The fucking people can read the documents for themselves. They've already been released. Jesus fucking Christ. Pass a goddamn budget.
Wednesday with some of the victims of Jeffrey Epstein's abuse. There's also going to be a subpoena deadline next week for the Jeffrey Epstein estate. That's something the House Oversight Committee issued a subpoena for. And then finally, there's also going to be a bipartisan duo that is pushing to force a vote releasing all the files immediately without redactions. GOP leadership looking to avoid that, but that could really heat up this.
Oh, fuck, not even that. The House Judiciary Committee can fucking work on the goddamn Epstein stuff, and then the National Security, whatever that fucking advisory panel, they can work on this. Hell, VA can get in on this. This budget should have been passed. There's no reason they come passing these fucking CRs, and then they never get to the fucking bill. And what do? They want to pass a fucking 3,217 billion page omnibus. The fuck out of here, these people.
Working to learn more about a
All right. Switching subjects. Not a very good subject we're switching to because I have a few of these. But this right here, this guy, I don't know how this was possible that he even made this happen. I would sue the school. I would sue the secretaries. And I would sue the school board. Why? Or the district. Why? You'll see. Let me know what you would do.
Child sex abuse case. How was a man able to check out a Kirby High School student while pretending to be her brother? WREG's Raven Copeland reports from Hickory Hill, where many are just shocked and disappointed this evening.
A disturbing situation reported at Kirby High School this week. Memphis police say 23-year-old Kevin Talley Jr. checked a 16-year-old student out of school after he pretended to be her brother.
I'm not sure as to why that was accepted or allowed at the school, but they definitely need to do more thorough and deep research and getting those IDs and everything and making sure they're getting and keeping track of who's taking the students out of the school.
The affidavit shows Talley then drove to an unknown location and engaged in a sexual act with the child. After, Memphis police say the suspect drove to a Walgreens to get money out of an ATM, but he allegedly refused and attempted to leave the teen, but she jumped back into the car. Talley's accused of dropping the child off at Kirby High, where she told deputies about the sexual act and Talley's refusal to pay her the $60 that he allegedly promised. The teen also told police that she met the suspect on an app called Plenty of Fish.
My biggest concern with that is...
What's even crazier, he offered her money. I mean, couldn't he offer money to an 18 plus? Why did he have to offer money to a kid? This sick motherfucker. It just gets worse. I think so. But yeah. These people are... I don't understand how he was able to sign her out of school.
Allowing the children on devices too early, allowing them on certain apps too early. A lot of these parents, they know that the children are on these apps. They don't screen the apps. They don't check behind their children. And that's where we fail our children daily.
Talley, who's now charged with statutory rape, told police that he believed the child was of legal age. As the investigation continues, a Hickory Hill mother hopes this is a learning lesson for parents and the school district.
When you don't watch them, when you're not looking, when they don't think that you are looking or watching, that's where you allow people to come in and they take over and they take your children and do what God knows what.
Reporting from Hickory Hill for your...
I don't know if you guys noticed, but they put no blame, absolutely no blame, on the school. And if they did, they never mentioned it. How's a parent supposed to think, holy shit, this school just let some random person check out that he said she was his brother? But when I check my kids out of school, even if it's their siblings, they still have to show an ID, and they have to be on the fucking emergency data sheet. You know what I mean?
Police respond to Dick Blake Park, where a man has just exposed himself to a girl that was skating in the park.
What's going on today?
Nothing, just took a walk down the park.
Okay. So we're just meeting with the victim. She's over by the park. What are you doing out here today? So put that bottle down.
Just hanging out down there.
Anything you need to know about? Anything that's going to cut me or anything?
There's a knife right here.
Okay, don't pull it out. That's how you get shot. Right?
Okay.
Face that way. Okay, I'm going to check it, all right? I'm just going to check you for any weapons. Is it a knife?
It's right there.
Any firearms or anything?
No.
I'm not gonna search your pockets. I'm just going to pat you down, okay?
That's enough. Let you just go.
Okay. Good, ma'am. 54, I'm 10-12. I just need someone to get with the victim. All right.
Man, they hanging out there, sunbathing.
You were sunbathing?
Oh, yeah?
Where at?
Down, further down where nobody can see me.
Where's that at?
Down that trail down there.
Down yonder.
Do you sunbathe with your clothes on, or you do it with no clothes on?
Some, I mean, here, hanging here.
Well, tell me about it.
What's up?
What usually happens? Do you sunbathe at the park naked? Like
sometimes.
Okay.
Get my clothes back on quickly, if possible, if anything
Well,
happens.
you know the park's not really a place for that, my man.
Well, I know. It's a
Do you have an ID on you?
wide open spot.
Oh, I mean, yeah, if it's, you know. This is your van?
No.
This is not your van.
Why are you hanging out next to it?
Some van.
Where do you live at?
I live over.
He lives in the van.
Okay.
What are you doing over here? You drive here?
No, he doesn't.
No, nobody's dropping me off.
Oh, okay. Bro, there's 2729 by number. You might hang out with this gentleman real quick?
Sure.
Don't go anywhere, sir.
Hello. So what was happening?
So like,
Hey, let's go in the shade because if you have the video, I need to see it, and it's hard to see in the sun.
so like I'm skating and I was just like going back there, like the back trails, because like there's not a lot of places to skate here. And I saw on like Google Maps there's, like, a bridge over there, so I was trying to get to the bridge, but I didn't know where it was. So like I was walking that way, I saw him, and I just have social anxiety, so I turned around. And then, like, he came up to me, he was just, like, making small talk, like, you know, like, how you doing? Do you come here often? Like, what are you doing? And I was like, I was trying to look for the bridge, so he helped me towards the bridge. And I'm a people pleaser, so, like, I didn't want to be like, hey, I don't need your help. So he helped me towards the bridge. I crossed it. It was fine. He, like, you know, did his own thing. And, like, on the way back, I guess, I don't know. He was just, like, I think he had a beer in his hand or something. And then he, like, turned around, and his dick was out. And he was just like, you know, do you want to, like, have some fun or something?
You have video of that?
Yeah, I have it on video.
That's crazy.
Where are your parents? Like, you might
Good thing she has the video.
We'll look at video, then we'll call your parents.
Yeah, hold on. I was thinking about it.
Since she was over here skating and went over by the bridge.
I don't know which one it was.
Why don't you go to that shade over there, idiot?
I can't.
Let me see if I can.
Now you know why I said we'll go in the shade.
Yep, that's a peanut.
Yeah, that's good enough.
Is that a video?
Yeah.
Can you do me a favor? I'm gonna send you a link to upload that video to me, if you can do that. Are you already out of school for the day, or?
I don't go to school right now.
Okay.
For other reasons, but.
Right.
Oh,
You cannot afford an attorney. One will grab it for you. Do you understand these rights?
Where's I being charged with?
Okay, I can't talk about that until I read these, okay? So during any time during question, you can stop and request an attorney, right? With these rights in mind, you wish to speak to me now.
What's going on?
Well, something happened with you and a juvenile, and I'm trying to figure out what's going on.
Oh,
so
yeah, I did, man. Dude, some girl with a skateboard passed me by. Dude, that's
okay.
it.
Well, hold on. Do you want to talk to me now?
I'm telling you, yes.
Okay.
She passed me by.
Okay.
I mean, I thought I heard somebody. I got my dude. What I was telling you.
Were you naked?
I
Huh? Were you naked?
Listen,
Yep.
I was dressed when she walked by. I was getting everything in order.
At any point in time, did you face towards her with your junk out or with your penis out?
I turned because I was suddenly, listen.
Oh.
Did you make any comments to her? Did you talk to her at all?
Sirs, please stand up.
I said, hey, let's not do this. Whoa, you're filming. Whoa, wait, stop. I asked her to stop. That's it.
With your penis out? Because I'm going to tell you right now, I know your penis was out.
Oh. Fuck. Please stand up.
I'm getting locked up.
Oh, you're going to jail.
You're going to like you in jail.
You're going to stand up. That's all I need. Face that way for me.
Oh, he's resisting.
Yeah,
Slam him.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. All right, you understand what you're getting charged with? Indecent exposure. Your penis is out. You showed it to a juvenile girl. You also might be charged with offenses. So
hell yeah.
No.
Yeah, man.
No,
Yeah,
dude, man, I swear to God.
Oh,
I don't know why you think this is a
why you
place to
crying
come and
now?
be naked, but it's not. I'm gonna call Gomez real quick to see if she wants to do anything else with CID before I.
Imagine if they still had forces.
He's got a knife. I think he said something about a knife.
We'll just tie their hands.
No, I didn't take it. Remember?
I just asked you what else you had.
I didn't feel it. Garden Club called in and advised that you were supposed to meet her there at 2 p.m.
10-4. Just let her know I'm on the way now.
Yeah.
Anything else that you have that we need to be aware of?
Anything that's gonna poke us? Any kind of narcotics?
No.
Anything like that?
Belt?
No belt.
Anything in your shoes?
No, nothing in my shoes.
Also, you've been trespassing in the park. You can't come back here ever again. Come back and get arrested. If you live in Coke, I don't know what you're doing in Rockledge, man. What's this? What's this? Right here. What is this?
Oh, wait.
I can't. I don't know. Old keys. Why are they inside the pants? What is this?
I forgot they were selling them.
You had them sewed in? Stop, hey, stop reaching. You sit still.
I just put them in there when I walked up.
Okay. You get in contact with their parents?
Not yet.
Can we do that? Expedite that because you're taking this? Boy.
Why'd you have to wait to be told to do that?
Okay.
I mean, he gave it to you. You know what I mean?
Right.
Gregory was charged with felony exposure of sexual organs, second offense, and solicitation for prostitution. The solicitation charge was dropped, and the felony exposure charge was reduced to a misdemeanor charge, which he was subsequently found guilty of.
Fuck?
He was sentenced to 1 year of probation, $487 court costs, and 3 days in the Brevard County Detention Center.
Bro! He wasn't even labeled a sex offender for that shit. Way to go, justice system. Sorry, fucks. Oh, that guy might not have been punished, but this next guy, oh yeah, he's getting punished. And, I don't think he's happy about it.
A county man will spend the rest of his life behind bars for raping a child he was supposed to be protecting.
Local 12's Christian Hauser joins us now with details on the sentence, what the victim told the judge, and who the suspect said was to blame for the rapes. Christian.
Yeah, Adam and Megan, during the sentencing just a little while ago, Charlie Fetterman was sentenced to at least 240 years in prison. Now, a jury found him guilty of 93 charges, including rape, as well as other sexual-related charges. But during today's hearing, he casts blame on everyone but himself, including the victim. Now, Fetterman was led into court wearing his orange jumpsuit. Now, he had handcuffs as well as a folder of documents. He actually represented himself during the trial and did so again for today's sentencing. Now, Now, Judge Jason Nagel offered Fetterman the chance to speak. Now, Fetterman spoke for nearly half an hour, blaming everyone but himself for these crimes. He even said it was a consensual sexual relationship with this victim. Here he is claiming that that victim was the one in control of these sexual assaults.
What?
In every video the state showed, she never asked me to stop any sexual activity.
It doesn't matter.
But she had that power. She verified this during trial with the question about oral sex. She had the ability to do or not do anything at any time.
Yeah, she's called a child,
though. One of the videos the state did not show came to my room and said, "I don't feel like doing anything tonight." And my response was, "Okay, give me a rain check for tomorrow."
Yes, you heard that right. Fetterman admits to telling a child she could give him a rain check to sexually assault her the next day. Now, after he was finished speaking, the victim was then given her chance to address the judge as well as Fetterman. Here's what she said about the years that she was being abused and raped.
When I turned 13, I never would have expected to be in the position where I'm at. The 6 years in that home was the worst 6 years of my life. All of the abuse and neglect hidden by lies so the CPS worker wouldn't take us. On top of that, the emotional abuse and manipulation took an immense toll on me. His apologies are like a slap in the face. He's only sorry he got caught. He paints himself as the victim, but we are the survivors of that home.
We are not naming this victim, but she did give us permission to videotape and record her statement in court. Now, after the hearing, I spoke with the assistant prosecutor, Christina Datillo, after the sentence was handed down. She spoke about how brave that victim was to come forward, and she also talked about how challenging the trial was for her since Fetterman represented himself.
He actually questioned his own victim. She had to look at him and she had to answer his questions.
Yeah, it's kind of
as heinous,
up.
Disgusting, and inappropriate as they were, and she did great. She really did. She was the composed young woman that you saw today. She should be proud of herself, and I hope she is.
Claremont County Prosecuting Attorney Mark DeColve briefly spoke after the sentencing as well. He says that he hopes this sends a message to anyone being abused to please come forward, and that if someone is sexually assaulting someone, especially a child, the prosecutor will push for the harshest sentence possible. And in this case, while it's technically not a life sentence, on a minimum of 240 years in prison means that Charlie Fetterman will die there.
Yeah.
Adam, back to you.
Absolutely disturbing, Chris.
Fuck that dude.
Families are
He
protesting.
doesn't make it that much longer in prison. Once I found out what his fat ass did in there. Or, another guy who got caught, and you know what? We're just going to put him on house arrest.
The decision to allow a man convicted of child sex abuse to serve what's left of his sentence on house arrest. Good evening, and thank you for joining us for the news at 5. I'm Sherry Jackson.
And I'm Maddie McQueen, in for Carly Lang. This man was a volunteer coach. CBS 42's Avery Boyce has reaction from parents of victims.
Families of survivors are outraged and want answers as to why the man who was found guilty of molesting their children can go to sleep tonight in his Fayette County home or Gulf Shores beach house. Christopher Key says his son was 14 years old when he was molested by Timothy Vess Benton.
We didn't know he was getting out. We found out on Facebook that he was out.
Oh.
We was not notified by anybody stating that they was fixing to release him.
According to court documents, Vess Benton was 19 years old when he was charged with more than 40 counts of various charges, ranging from sodomy to human trafficking.
Holy
he agreed
shit.
to a guilty plea of 2 counts of sodomy in 2019 and was sentenced to 17 years. In June, Judge Samuel Junkin ordered Benton to be released to the Community Corrections Program.
I want him locked back up. If I can't get that to happen, at least maybe we can get something changed where this can't happen to somebody else.
Court filings show Vess Benton is under GPS monitoring and is allowed to leave Fayette County and stay at their family's Gulf Shores home.
If you're released from prison for messing with kids, you shouldn't be allowed to go to the beach.
Chris Johnson is a Fayette County native and the protest organizer. He wants to see legislative changes, including sex offenders being required to serve 80% of their prison sentence.
If this person gets off, the next person may get off as well, and kids may not speak up if it happens in the future.
I've reached out to Judge Duncan for comment. I'm still waiting to hear back. The district attorney, Andy Hamlin, says he is not commenting on the judge's order.
Judge Duncan sounds like a fucking pedophile faggot. Anyway, I believe this is a server who is serving documents to this ma'am. And he's very vocal about who he is and how happy he is to be a Marine Corps veteran.
That's not my name. Or Amber asked this as well. No, this isn't my name. Okay. You need this on video. This is not my name. I'm not taking anything back. You can't give this to the wrong person. Okay? That's a legality on your end. Okay, we can throw it away, ma'am. I'm sorry. I'm not feeling
right. We already took control.
This isn't mine. Please have the wrong one. You're I'm not taking responsibility for someone else's shit. It just assaulted me. No, it didn't. That's not my name. That's not me. That's not my anything. So you just gave that to the wrong person.
Listen, bro.
Therefore, that's your legal mess. And I'm not getting involved in your... Have a nice day. I know you're recording. Have a nice day.
Sir.
I'm going to leave here and I'm going to go call 911.
But you didn't call. Someone else did. And here's where it gets interesting.
Please don't come near me.
I got the police on the way.
Please don't come near me.
I got the police on the way.
Okay, that's fine.
She really sneak around.
Okay.
You need to take care of it.
Okay, please don't.
We've got
please.
a 1052 that I'm gonna call in to the FBI.
Okay.
FBI.
Have a nice day.
Get away from this building.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Okay.
To the FBI. Take care of it.
Okay, please don't.
We've got
please.
a 1052 that I'm gonna call in to the FBI.
Oh.
Okay. Have a nice day.
Go ahead. Call the FBI. You sound like somebody I know.
Okay.
Get away from this building.
Okay.
What's up, Juniper?
Thank you, ma'am. Have a good day.
Why are you giving people paperwork that doesn't belong to them?
Okay. Have a good day, ma'am.
Okay, well, there is no Brandon Estes.
It also says on the paperwork, AKA Amber Estes.
Oh.
I'm not that person.
Have a good day, ma'am.
But you are. Why are you following him, sir?
Why are you recording people in public? And why are you giving false paperwork people for the wrong name?
Please stop.
Why?
You're scaring
Why?
me.
Why? What are you hiding in that box? Why is there...
Why are you recording people in public? How dare you record people in public? It's public. How dare you?
A weapon in the box. Why do you have a weapon in that box? Why are you bringing legal paperwork to a goddamn veteran that belongs to someone else? Why are you harassing a United States Marine?
You're scaring me.
Why are you harassing a United States Marine?
Oh, shut up, faggot.
Spray.
There you go.
A United States Marine with a weapon.
I don't give a fuck if you're a Marine or not.
A weapon.
Please
are
leave me
you
alone.
afraid of words? This is assault. This is assault. You just pulled out a weapon. That is
Please
assault.
leave me alone.
That is assault. That is assault.
You're
Please
charging
leave me
him,
alone.
rhinoceros.
911.
That gel
Please
is
leave me
way
alone.
better than a spray.
Please leave me alone, ma'am.
I bought
Please.
gel for my kid.
I can get you some water. Please leave me alone. Ma'am, please. Can you call 911, please? Can you please?
911. 911.
Fucking moron.
911. 911. 14th Avenue. I'm under assault.
I can get you some water.
Under assault.
Oh, that's the guy yelling.
14th
Okay.
Avenue.
I can get you some
EMT
water.
And the police.
Sir, calm
I
down.
can get you some water if you sit down, okay?
You're scaring the children.
Let me get you some water.
911.
Let me get you some. Sit down. Let me get you some water.
Assault
You were charging him.
Amber, sit down. I'm giving you some water, okay?
301 East Tennessee Avenue.
Amber, sit down. I'm going to give you some water.
That's not my name. You get the away from me. You assaulted me.
Okay, you can.
14 Tennessee Avenue.
Let me get you some water.
I can't hear you. Please save me.
Let me get you some water.
I'm under assault.
Let me get you.
Tennessee Avenue. Need medical response.
Take this water.
Need police. I've been assaulted.
Take
by
this
a man
water.
In a white and a high vis vest.
Dump it in your eyes and
Why
dump
did you
it in
give
your
her
mouth
the
and your
water?
eyes, okay?
No.
Wearing nuggets is being here. Assaulted a Marine veteran.
Assaulted a Marine veteran.
Dump. Let's get it in. Let you sit down. I'll dump it in your eyes. All right. Let's get it in your eyes.
911.
Come on. Let's get it. Let's get it out of your eyes. Okay.
Give me the water.
I'm gonna give you the water.
Hand it in my hand.
Can you go sit down and come?
I can see the water bottle. Put it in my hand.
Can you step away from
Put the
me?
water in my hand. Go drop it on the ground
No.
and then push it to me.
Step over there.
I'm being assaulted.
Step over there.
Help.
Ma'am.
14301.
Throw it at
Gentleman
him.
still trying to attack.
Now launch it.
Pussy. Sit down. I'll undo.
No, I can see it. Roll. Roll it.
I'm gonna take it. Undo it for
I've
you.
been trained in hand-to-hand combat after being sprayed. Roll it.
Okay.
I can see
Okay.
the spray, the bottle.
Okay. Just take it slowly so you don't squeeze it everywhere.
I don't trust that you didn't put poison in it.
There's no
You
poison
realize
in
that
it.
hand-to-hand's kind of controlled, right, idiot? You're wearing protective gear.
I can hear you. I need police and medical assistance at 140 Avenue, Aurora. The gentleman is still.
And what they mean by hand-to-hand, they're basically.
Let me get you some more
control
water,
when
okay?
that happens.
I'm a private investigator. I served her with paperwork. I served her.
They're being served.
She got served.
No, it's a private.
God damn it.
Let me get you some more water.
Look at that fucking gut, bro.
Stay away, you attacked me. Put it down on the ground.
Okay, dump it in.
Put it down on the
Yo,
ground.
you're about to give her
Dump it
another
in your
bottle?
eyes.
Get the f away.
Okay, dump it in.
Careful, he's attacking people with weapons. I've got the police on the phone. He's trying to go after more people.
She's creating a big scene here.
I'm trying to give her water so to get it out of her eyes.
Oh, there's a crowd now.
I got another one for you, okay? There's another one right there. I'm gonna give you another one. All right, here's another water.
They're probably thinking, man, these white people
His
crazy.
description: white male, beard, gray and gray.
Gray shit in each other's eyes and shit.
Blue jeans.
No one's in danger.
5'9", 5'10".
Well, I feel in danger.
Well, yeah.
I feel in
the
danger.
Investigator feels in danger.
I'm a disabled Marine veteran.
No weapons. There's no weapons involved.
He is attacking me and it is interacting with my disabilities. I need urgent medical care.
I got you another water,
Yeah,
okay?
you're getting pressed with fucking charges.
Okay,
Just drop the
that's
water.
that's
Give
fine.
me another
Away from
water?
me and put the water on the ground.
Okay, I'll
Dude,
leave
shut
the
the
water.
fuck
To
up.
defend myself.
Okay, I'll leave the water there then. That's fine.
Still trying to come after me. Get your
She's wait, I don't know if they're trans or not. I cannot tell, to be honest.
Wearing blue jeans.
Black leggings.
Blue jeans and a blue Nuggets shirt.
Why are you yelling into the phone,
Probably
faggot?
5'10".
You know what we do with trumpers? We fucking carve out their eyeballs.
Ma'am, please
Until
stay
it's
away
past
from me.
blood
You stay
partner show,
away from
bro.
me. You assaulted me, mother goddamn fucker.
Man, right now.
Please stay away from me, ma'am.
You stay away.
I bet you this fat guy got kicked out of the Marines.
Keep dumping the water in your eyes. It'll make it better.
He feels like he's in
Well,
danger.
he should know that. See, you did the hand-to-hand combat. That's great.
It's a blue Tesla.
Bearded white male.
Oh, of course you drive a fucking Nazi.
It's a blue Tesla.
Wearing jeans.
My name's Craig Smith,
His name is Craig Smith. 7-1.
private investigator, serving
He's,
papers.
Private investigator.
Serving papers.
Serving paperwork.
It's an emergency. You
He's
broke
got
my
a hat on.
Keep putting-
sunglasses.
keep-
Denver Mile High shirt.
Yep.
Yeah.
Keep putting water in your eyes. It's gonna make it better.
Oh,
It's gonna help.
not initially.
Dark blue. Sure.
Okay. Well, if you need more water,
Blue jeans. Yeah, blue jeans. Yeah. With sneakers.
Please help. Please help.
if you need more water, let me know.
Oh, he's probably
Bro,
5'8", 5'9".
you know what's funny?
Definitely 5'8", 220.
He's complaining about.
He's about 220 pounds.
He's complaining about being assaulted.
Okay,
Cops
ma'am,
aren't
please
fucking rushing you.
stay away from me.
Stay the f away from me.
Please.
You
Whoa.
assaulted me, mother goddamn.
Please, I don't want you to. Please.
Sir,
You
calm down.
assaulted me.
Okay, I understand, ma'am, but please,
You
please,
assaulted me.
please stop.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Yeah, thank you very much, ma'am. I appreciate it.
Uh-oh.
This
Hey, thank you. I appreciate
and
it.
then I do this, and he's like, "Oh, you're scared." Like you faced me, and I use words, and you're all. Pussy, get the sand
Okay,
out.
man. Yeah. Well, do you have any video or anything? No, that's fine. Yeah. Well, your statement's on the. Oh, she's
the fuck
preventing
away
you
from
from
the
leaving.
car,
You might want to
bitch.
call 911. I'm not gonna rehash it, ma'am. Please.
This is my partner, so
Okay,
you're gonna rehash it right the now.
I'm gonna. I'm gonna reserve any.
Move your car right now, or move your body so I can move my car.
I'm gonna reserve my statement for the police, ma'am.
Are the police coming?
Yes.
Yes, they're coming. I will be witness to this. What is your address? What building do you live in? What unit?
Unit.
Unit.
Bro, what the fuck is
unit?
this thing?
What unit?
Ma'am, please stay.
If you don't talk to her, she ain't saying a goddamn.
you're up. Fucking goddamn weirdos here.
You know what's happening. I'm not giving you.
Yeah, then go back inside.
Weirdos. Now get the out of my way, okay? Goddamn mentally ill people.
Yeah.
Mentally ill.
Have a good day
Hell.
at work, sir. That's gonna be. Thank you.
Security here and take care of them.
Do you need more water, ma'am?
Fuck you.
Stay the away.
Well, if you need more water, ma'am.
He said I had a package, and I said, "Get away! You have a weapon! You have a weapon!" And then he pulled out fucking mace and attacked me in my eye.
I have more water for if she needs it.
Do you want mace?
Ma'am, I have more water for her.
My mace and my phone, and why I can't talk to 911, and they can't understand.
Yo, if that is indeed a woman on the right, and he is indeed a he, which he is, that doesn't make you a trans woman. If you're dicking the wildebeest down, that would mean you are in fact a wildebeest fucker and a man. For fuck's sake. Oh.
My ex.
Alright. Quick 30-second break. Humor break. Whew.
Husband was illegal. I had him deported because he is illegal.
Really?
Yeah,
So you met him, fell in love, found out he was illegal, then deported him.
yeah.
Wow.
But I didn't divorce him. Got him a green card, got him back over here legal, and then divorced him because I
Even better.
couldn't stand any more of his BS after 13 years.
Lady deports her husband because she was married to a criminal alien. Then she joins the MAGA movement. That's the way to get back at your husband. I've heard some bad.
Interesting.
People were shot overnight during
Pretty
a
based
gathering
old
near a
lady.
park in the city's Oakland neighborhood.
It's one of dozens of shootings in Chicago during the holiday weekend. Judy Wang is live from police headquarters with more.
CPD will release the official numbers tomorrow morning. We counted 50 people shot, 8 of those people killed so far this holiday weekend. That is since Friday evening. At least 3 of the weekend incidents were those with multiple victims, including this morning's shooting, which happened in a South Side park. That shooting occurred in Ellis Park just after 1 this morning, just steps from the University of Chicago Charter School. Police were in that area responding to a disturbance when they heard gunfire. They found 5 people shot near 36 and Cottage Grove. The victims included a 17-year-old boy who is in critical condition at the University of Chicago Hospital.
At what point will we start to actually have an honest conversation about why they monetizing crime inside of Chicago? We know that this is coming.
Well, you gotta get
We
rid of
know
the
that when the weather
Democratic
changes and it
leadership.
gets warm, or when it's a holiday, or when people is not at work and they're not busy, that the people in Chicago and the people across multiple cities across the United States of America is going to be absolutely obsessed with killing each other. How many more 17-year-old boys needs to be murdered? And let's be very clear, right? Because I will be holding Brandon Johnson accountable in this video, like I always do, because he's an elected official and he's paid for with taxpayer dollars. And he's fighting the Trump administration from bringing the necessary reinforcements to preserve life. And if Black Lives Matters or any lives matters, American lives matters in any community, then that means that you have to do everything to preserve that life. If it really matters to you, it's not about whether or not you juking the stats in crime. It's not about whether or not it's a political thing. You put politics aside, you put everything aside if that is your job to preserve life. Educate, preserve life, public safety, make sure that people have great public transportation, inviting businesses in, creating a business environment instead of raising taxes and property taxes where people are losing their home and they stealing them from Crook County. You know what I'm saying? They call it Crooked County because so many people lose their homes to the city of
Yo,
Chicago that
not to mention, like,
reissues it back.
Chicago is like, I think I read this past weekend, 1.5, 1.6 billion in debt.
Back onto the market under the guise of getting a cheap home so that they can collect property taxes from it. And this person is just continuously fighting. And of course, we got to hold the parents accountable. I'm going to get to that also. But why would they be fighting the Trump administration from coming into Chicago and stopping crime, similarly to how they did over in D.C.? Why has this become a cultural norm to where we fight back against things that's not best for us? And that's a question to you guys in the chat. I would love for you guys to give me that insight because, number one, yes, I do think that the parents are the culprit and the culture is the culprit. And anything that is happening after 10, 11, 12, 1 o'clock in the
Yeah, but
morning.
you also got to keep in mind the handcuffing of these police, right? You have people like Newsom says, "Oh, crime is good. Crime is good. We don't need the president's help." Blah blah blah. And then a week later, fuck, we need more law enforcement in this state, especially Los Angeles. Yeah, we're gonna make it happen. It had nothing to do with the influx of National Guard and federal officers that helped that. Yeah, that had nothing to do with it. We're just gonna hire more cops. Oh, and by the way, we can't afford the cops in LA. That's why they keep trying to cut the budget. Why is that phone not vibrating? Motherfucker. Anyway, back to Chicago.
And you're 17 years old out on the streets. I just did a previous report yesterday how drive-bys right across the street from the Chicago police station got multiple people injured. They say over 8 people has been killed so far, and it's not over. Let's be clear, it's not over. We still got last night. We still got tonight because it's Labor Day weekend as of the recording of this video. And, it's more opportunity for us to put together these stats. And, while the mayor is over there playing the drums at a Chicago fest or something like that, it seemed as though, he would be making sure that he'd been working with the Trump administration to try.
Yo. Not that anybody really pays attention to this. Football starts tomorrow, and I'm super excited. That means you guys won't see me on Sundays.
Try to, invite and coordinate and provide them an opportunity for them to be able to park their vehicles and trying to figure out exactly where the most crime is happening and using their data and statistics, even though they pulled out a shot spotter to identify exactly where all of the bullets are going off of so that the police can respond accordingly. And even though they're down over 2,000 police officers and they need all of the reinforcements that they can get, what they're doing is they're playing with the budget. Right? You got a $1.15 billion, I'm sorry, I don't want to misstate. $1 billion, another year budget deficit that they're
Yeah, we're
projecting.
close. 1.5, 1.6. Fuck yeah.
Obviously, we know that they project down. He's trying to take out
Good
high
job,
interest
Erica.
loans
Good job.
so that they can try to give budgets for the schools because they $734 million in a hole. And he's fighting Trump also at the same time to prevent him from coming in and helping. And so instead of working with the Trump administration and the federal government to try to figure out how to do what's best for Chicago, they continue to monetize crime and they ask for federal dollars so that they can have community advocates. Let's continue into this, man.
Detectives are questioning someone in connection with the shooting. Police found 4 guns at the scene.
Oh.
Social media posts indicate a reunion party was taking place in the park. 7 people were shot about a mile
Well, bet you that's probably the last time they have a family reunion.
away near 35th and State late Saturday. Police say a car with several people in it pulled up to a crowd. At least one person in that car opened fire. The victims were men and women, reported to be in good condition. CPD is also looking for suspects in a Humboldt Park shooting that wounded 4 people Sunday morning. This was also a drive-by incident with the shooters firing on a crowd that was outside from 2 cars at Haddon and California. Crime scene techs found nearly 70 shell casings.
That's
the weekend
wild.
victims also include a 14-year-old boy. He appeared to be the youngest victim so far this weekend. He was shot and wounded in Garfield Park. Now, according to our count, the numbers we have so far may have surpassed last year's total for Labor Day weekend. Last Labor Day weekend, a total of 31 people were shot.
Oh.
Outside police headquarters.
But crime is down, y'all.
Right?
Because
Almost
see, you got
double.
to start depending on getting your own statistics and your own data, because we know that they are reclassifying exactly what crime looks like. So now these local entities are having to do their own footwork to figure out exactly what crime looks like, because we know that the mayor and the governor, who is not even in Chicago on a regular basis, we know that the mayor and the governor is going to tell you
And we
that the
know the mayor
crime is
doesn't live in the
down and
hood.
that they were anticipating having a more peaceful weekend than what they had in years past. And we all know that that's a farce. We all know that that's fake. And meanwhile, you got the people that's actually living in Chicago and they are crying out for help. They've been crying out for help since before the Biden administration, all throughout the Biden administration. The only time that you had a temporary drop in homicides
COVID.
was when the pandemic happened and everybody had to basically stay in. And then the cities was cool with that, because not only because they use that in the future, but they could also leverage that pandemic money in order to continue to fill in the budget gaps and the holes that they was gonna have. And so that was the litmus for y'all to be able to then get in Brandon Johnson instead of Lori Lightfoot. So you just replaced her with a
Yeah,
worse
because that was a lose-lose situation with those two fuckers.
option. He has no business experience. Obviously, he's not good at politics because he doesn't know how to work with people, but let alone people from the other side of the aisle. And now you have an extraordinary amount of crime that's taking place inside of Chicago, and all of the data and the statistics are not even in. Think about this for a second. 8 people die over a weekend. 50 plus shootings so far. Right before the Trump administration, which means that they had an opportunity to demonstrate exactly how much they were on top of things. But see, they are not in the crime prevention business. They are in the making sure that we can get money so that we can continue to address the symptoms or the problems when it comes to crime, but they're just addressing the symptoms. They're not actually addressing the problem itself.
It's like what I say in the sometimes in medical, treat the symptoms, not the illness. So say basically you come in with the flu, you don't go straight to that fucking flu medication. You do the Tylenol, Sudafed, guaifenesin, those kind of things. Treat the symptoms, not the illness. Which I always thought was fucking stupid. But then again, you don't want to feed too many antibiotics into a body, because then they become resistant. Anyway, now that we talked about Chicago, who, the greatest city, for no crime, there's no crime at all. It's actually down in Chicago. I wonder if it's the same way in this other big city.
Fellas, how y'all doing?
We spent hours on Thursday with two men who asked only to be referred to by their street names, Dirty Harry and Cartier Glock Boy, as we took a tour of one of the roughest neighborhoods in southwest Baltimore, Carrollton Ridge.
How did you get into the streets?
So to be honest, the streets was in my house.
What?
The streets poured all the way off in my house to the point where I ain't had no locks on the door, the windows didn't close, and it was just 24 hours. So it became normal.
According to court records, Dirty Harry was released from incarceration in 2022 after serving 7 years and 10 days in prison for armed carjacking. Both men say they grew up here and had a front row seat to drug dealing. Despite that, they now say they are fighting every day to stay off the street corners and do the right thing. As they are in their fight, both individuals say they see young men in the neighborhood that feel they have limited options to
What's going on right there?
As somebody who's been in the game, knows
He
it
just
well,
cut a drug deal.
I mean, what's your opinion about these group violence interrupters and some of this other, diversion activists that you heard, I've heard, who's out here in the streets?
Oh, you talking about like the safe streets and the no shoe zone?
That's right.
And what Black Lives Matter and all that?
That's right.
Yeah, where the is they at?
Oh.
Where are they? They ain't out here doing anything. If Black
Sure?
Lives Matter, there wouldn't be so many homeless people or hungry people out here. They walking around chanting like they just throwing a party to me.
You feel like it's just a political movement, or do you feel like they actually care about people like you to get out of
They've never cared.
these sorts of conditions?
Fuck out of here.
I mean, to me, they just chasing a non-profit grant.
No.
They ain't feed not a soul out here.
For the past 2 weeks, Baltimore's been in the national spotlight because of a feud between Maryland Governor Wes Moore and President Donald Trump. The battle started over the governor saying Baltimore doesn't need crime-fighting support from the National Guard, which is currently underway in the nation's capital. During their public fight, Moore invited the president to a crime walk. The president responded.
Baltimore, Wes Moore was telling me I want to walk with the president. Well, I said, I want to walk with you too someday. But first you got to clean up your crime because I'm not walking in Baltimore right now. Baltimore is a hellhole.
Using similar messaging he has throughout his media blitz, Moore responded on CNN.
And the problem is we are seeing a lack of seriousness from the President of the United States
What do you
to
mean?
a very serious situation. And that's why I invited him to come to Baltimore, to come be.
How is that a lack of seriousness? Baltimore's known for crime. He literally said, clean up your city, and then we'll do it. It's crazy. You could probably do it right now in Washington, D.C.
Educated, to come learn. So he doesn't have to spout nonsense from the Oval Office and things that are just blatantly not true about what is actually happening and the work that's happening in coordination to make people feel safer in their neighborhoods.
Meanwhile, back in Baltimore with Dirty Harry and Cartier Glock Boy. Have you seen the governor? It's other colleagues and people who are out here in the streets,
Only thing I seen recently just only flaggers.
So you think his middle name is Glock, and his last name is Boy, or his last name is Glock Boy? It's kind of like a hyphenated, right? His mom's last name was Glock, and his dad's last name was Boy. Glock Boy.
Seen the governor out here in the streets.
I mean, so what do you make of that? I mean, they're saying that they're out here trying to
They're not in Chicago yet.
discourage group activity, discourage
Unless
these
something
things and
changed since this
provide
morning.
alternatives. I mean, are they?
Where? I haven't seen them. What are they discouraging? Everybody else from wanting to even ask them for any help? They don't have no access to them on a personal level, even through a secretary.
As the three of us continue to walk through Southwest Baltimore, a community ravaged by crime and drugs for decades, the sense of hopelessness expressed by two men in their mid-30s was clear. Both men say they're trying to pursue a life in music and modeling to pay their way out of Baltimore
Music and modeling.
Maryland. They say they refuse to stop pressing on despite their community.
I'm surprised Glock Boy isn't sponsored by Glock.
Their neighbors having little to live for.
All they know is these back alleys. It's the life that we know here in Baltimore. It's numbing, but then you think about it, some people, when they go up, get in their feelings, they can't control themselves. They're not strong enough, and then they just give up.
We are going to continue to examine all sides of Baltimore's continued issues with crime, violence, and open-air drug
All sides. So are they going to go to the people of Baltimore
You're
who
female and you
think there's absolutely no crime and be like, you know what? Come here. I want you to take a walk with me. Let me call Glock Boy because, I had security last time I walked through that hood. So I'm pretty sure Glock Boy will help me out. Be weird though. Two white boys walking around with Glock Boy. Oh, they probably think they were feds. Oh, Glock Boy snitch. Glock Boy snitch. All right, to less seriousness and more mental health diseases.
voted for Trump, and that's all I need to know about you.
Well, what does me being female have anything to do with it? How do you know I'm a female? How do you know I'm a female?
Okay, you present as female.
Oh.
In what way?
Well, you're dressed like one. You seem to have boobs. Your face is female.
What is a female?
A female is a person who is either born female or chooses to be one.
How do you how would someone choose these features?
You can get them built.
What?
So we can build females.
We can build boobs and we can change into
Oh.
Yes.
How do we do that?
You'd have to talk to the doctors. Gender absolutely exists. It's just not only one or the other.
All right, but this is a pet peeve I had when I initially watched this fucking video. But this cunt, whoever sells this fucking shirt, they need to get punched in the mouth because the flag is fucking backwards.
Or not.
How many are there?
I don't know. Well, these days I'm a little concerned anytime I see a flag.
A black?
Like an American flag?
Yeah,
Whoa.
I think
You're
it's
wearing
all
an American flag.
Yeah, you see the pin? It
Yeah,
says
but you're
Mayday.
wearing American flag. So did you get scared
You're
when you
wearing
put
two
that on this
American
morning?
flags.
No,
So
because it goes with the Mayday.
okay.
We, the American public, are in danger because of crazies like you.
Oh.
What have I done? Crazies like me.
Well, guys, I hate to tell you this, but I'm probably more in danger than she is because, well, I kind of look like an Hispanic sometimes.
Well, tell me about myself.
Watch what they do, not what they I don't know you personally, but your name makes me worried.
Her name?
Caitlin?
No, your company name.
Liberty Hangout. Okay. What do you think this is about? What would you assume we...
The little bits I'm hearing from here tell me that you're probably a blog or something similar.
I have a YouTube channel. This is my YouTube channel.
Okay.
We have almost 1 million subscribers, and so there's a lot of people who would love to hear what you have to say. And I've seen a lot of signs about being afraid today, and I'm just wondering, what should we be afraid of?
The state government taking over our city government.
Fascism.
And you think that's what's happening with an audit?
This is. Do any of these people have actual audit training?
You?
I don't know. Do they?
I'm asking you.
I don't know. I came to cover your guys' information and get your voices out. Do they have training?
But they have forensic auditing now. Kind of takes the whole purpose away from, actual auditors. But in theory, it should make everything smoother. That's why I said theory.
I don't know.
So you don't know if they do. What do you know about the people in there?
What do I know about the city council, or what do I know about...
What do you know about the Doge auditors in there?
I know anybody that is appointed or approved by the governor is a danger.
How would you know that? Why would you make that assumption?
Because I've seen what the governor's done.
Go on.
He's got one big deal about getting rid of crosswalks because he thinks that they're dangerous.
That's not.
Crosswalks are dangerous.
The ones that are painted for gay rights, yes.
So
Well,
that isn't it.
in
That
theory,
isn't.
the only thing that should be painted on the fucking road is street markings. Because everything else is just fucking confusing. Is that a crosswalk? Or is that a fucking rainbow? I guess I'll just speed through it and see what happens. But not really. It should only be for street markings. Call me a bigot. Call me transphobic, homophobic. Whatever it is these days. Because phobic doesn't apparently mean fear anymore. Probably just means you, dislike? I don't know. Wait, would that make them straight phobic? Biologically phobic? That's it. They're gender biological, what's the word? Phobics.
EI initiative that he was voted on, the people of Florida voted for him to get that stuff out of our kids' faces, to get that stuff out of our city sidewalks and on public streets. That is actually...
Oh, but you and your idiocy is just fine.
What idiocy do I have?
Right now.
Yo, that was
You're
another
trying
thing
to
I
make
was
me
thinking, Corey,
come
because,
around to
like,
your...
would you really want somebody walking all over your memorial? That's the last thing I would want somebody to do. Oh, this is memorializing, the people from the Pulse nightclub or, trans gay pride. Bro, you're driving over it, which, kind of means burnouts are gonna happen. It's just given. And one thing I don't know about in Florida, but I know when it gets icy here on the roads, the fucking painted lines make it worse.
Ideals.
No, I am not
never happen.
I'm not trying to change your mind. Actually, you guys acting like this and believing in this stuff keeps me actually coming out here and filming. I'm not trying to change your mind.
They're going to edit everything you say, so you can be as clever as you want. They're going to do what they want with it. I would stop talking.
What evidence do you have for that?
What they do, not what they say.
She's probably never even watched a single one of my videos to know how I edit.
I know, I wouldn't waste my time with your videos.
Well, you will be in there. Do you think you'll watch this one?
No.
You won't even watch yourself on my video?
No, I'm not giving you any sites.
What?
Not what they say. Watch what they do.
She literally screamed in your face. Okay,
Well, they're
talking
pretty
about
violent.
Doge, did you see the 19-year-old that was assaulted, the Doge employee that was assaulted?
There's a random person assaulted in D.C. Is this what you're leading to? The big balls guy?
Yeah.
Oh.
He was assaulted in D.C. He was a Doge employee.
To say that that's because he's Doge?
No, it's because he was being carjacked.
Oh.
Okay.
No.
I wanted to ask you
what
about
does that have to do with Doge?
Well, because you're making really bad
You're
assumptions
trying to
about the
Doge.
people in Doge, especially in Florida Doge. But really, the dangerous people are out there committing crimes.
Republican Jesus. You sure about that? I mean, I'm not saying he was a liberal, but I'm also not saying that he was a socialist. But
And one of them actually was a Doge employee. And so it's funny that you make assumptions. What?
That one of the criminals was a Doge employee.
No, the person who got assaulted by the criminals. And I know Trump has just deployed the National Guard in D.C. for crime. Do you think that was appropriate?
I think that was a ridiculous overreaction by a guy
Why?
who wants to be a dictator.
Why?
Why was that an overreaction?
Because according to all the other leaders, all of the leaders
Think
of
about
D.C.
it. They're talking about D.C. She lives in, I think it's Pinellas County. She doesn't have to worry about the same amount of crime. She lives in fucking Florida. And it doesn't look like one of the main crime areas. But in Florida, guess what? They arrest people.
saying that crime is down to a 30-year low.
What are the numbers? It's a 30-year low, but what are the numbers?
I don't know that. Do you?
Yes, I do. Even though it's at a 30-year low, D.C. still has the 4th highest crime rate in the entire country.
So what is the first highest?
It's 6 times higher than New York City, and it's 3 times higher than Islamabad. I don't know what the first highest is. If I had to assume, I would probably say... If I had to assume, well, you're making a lot of assumptions about Doge employees. If I had to assume, I would say it's probably Chicago or Atlanta.
I noticed that you're choosing rather large integrated cities.
It's 5:15 that started at 4 o'clock,
isn't that
and
what
there's
most
1,
cities
2,
are?
3, 4, 5. No, I think they're leaving too. So it's 5:15. They started at 4. It goes until 5:30. So you guys have 15 more minutes on the clock. You should not be leaving early. You're getting paid from 4 to 5:30. They need to stay the entire job.
We are not getting paid.
You're not getting paid?
I am personally not getting paid, and I would love to know who would be willing to pay me.
You want to get paid to protest?
No, I'm just massively curious who would be willing to.
You don't think anybody's being paid to protest?
I don't think anybody here is being paid to protest. And I would love for you to tell me who I should get in contact with.
So his name is Nate Friedman. He's from
Yeah,
New
Nate's
York City.
all over it.
He's done a deep dive into people getting paid for protesting in New York City. You could hit him up.
So he's the one paying, or he's just another?
No, he's finding the people who are getting paid. So he has the connections, and he can compile a list for you about
Nate
who's
Friedman out of
paying.
New York City.
Yes.
I am wildly curious.
Yeah, go watch his videos. He does deep dives on paid protesters in New York City, and I'm sure he could get you involved.
I'm not going to New York. This is what
have
this
them in
city
Florida.
is what matters to me.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm just saying you could just contact him because they probably will pay you if you're here too, not just New York City.
Fascinating.
Yeah. Do you think people should be paid to protest?
No.
No.
No. Would you make a call to action right now that anybody that's being paid to protest needs to stop receiving that payment?
No. It's
Why?
my personal opinion.
I know, but you don't think people should be getting paid for that?
I don't think I should decide for other people.
Yeah.
But you can tell your opinion.
Yeah.
I don't think
I
I
don't
should
think
decide
people
much
should
of
getting paid.
anything for other people. Which
You
is a
you shouldn't decide much of anything for. I agree with you. We can agree on that. Yeah. I don't
you're a
think we
Trump
should-
voter.
Yeah, I don't think we should be. I don't think you specifically should be deciding a lot of anything
Oh,
for
you don't
anybody
think I
else.
should, but you think you should.
I don't
Yeah, I
think
have
women
the
should
right
vote,
opinions.
period.
As in right-wing crazy. Yes, that I'm aware of.
How am I crazy?
You voted for Trump. You're female and you voted for Trump, and that's all I need to know about you.
Well, what does me being female have anything to do with? How do you know I'm a female? How do you know
Who
I'm
the
a
fuck is
female?
Brian Craig?
Okay, you present as female.
In what way?
Well, you're dressed like one. You seem to have boobs.
I think
Your
her
face
boobs
is
are a
female.
little bigger than yours.
What
lady.
does that mean? Because I've heard that we don't know what a female is. What is a female?
A female is a
Uh-huh.
person who is either born female or chooses to be one.
No,
How do you?
that's
How would
not
how would someone choose these features?
You can get them built.
What?
So we can build females.
We can build boobs and we can change dicks into vaginas, yes.
How do we do that?
You'd have to talk to the doctors, but I know it is done.
Yeah, well, that's something Trump has done. He has defunded hospitals that do that to children. So that's good.
Don't bother.
Well, she's
Wait,
talking
why?
about me being a female. How would she know that? It's funny that we're not allowed to assume these things, and we're told that gender doesn't exist and that we don't know what women are, yet you just assumed that I was a female.
Gender absolutely exists. It's just not only one or the other, and you are not.
How many are there?
I don't know.
Okay. So as a female, I shouldn't have voted for Trump?
Nobody should vote for Trump, but
As a
especially
female.
as a female, you should vote for Trump.
Why bring me being a female into
That's
it?
not the dude that was in Texas making fun of that kid's dad because he didn't want to call out the blacks, right? Or is that someone completely different?
A rapist.
Okay. But what
What
does
else
that
do you
have
need
to
to
do
know?
with me being a female? So
What's
number
up,
one,
Donovan?
what's the proof that he's a rapist?
E. Jean Carroll and the court decision.
Remember when Eugene Carroll said rape was sexy? You guys remember that?
He's been decided by a court to be a rapist.
No, he wasn't.
What court?
I don't remember what it was, but the
A
victim's name was,
court decided that
The
he was
court
a
of public
rapist.
opinion.
the victim's name was E. Jean Carroll, and I'd have to look up what court it was, but I'm reasonably sure it's somewhere in New York State.
Okay, so you don't even know all the information about this, yet you're running around saying that he's a rapist. Do men ever get falsely accused of being a rapist?
Yep.
Sure.
Okay.
Do they get necessarily all the way through court and a judge and a jury?
Yep.
So the jury decided that he was guilty of rape.
Yeah.
Really?
What?
That's how a
Okay,
court
what was
works.
his punishment?
Huh?
I believe it was a fine that he has yet to pay.
So he had to
Oh,
pay
you
a
mean New
fine
York.
for raping someone? Donald Trump only had to pay a fine for a jury deciding in a trial that he raped a woman.
Sounds like a civil. Where are you going?
That's probably the best thing that you could
Whoa.
do right now is walk away.
Get back
they
over
just
here.
make up things. And you know what? If anybody, when I was at Turning Point SAS, I got in and people were saying, you inspire me to come out and do this stuff. What's your biggest tip? The biggest tip that I have is you don't even have to defend, you don't even have to debate. Ask them more questions. Dive deeper. Just ask them to explain themselves. That's all you have to do. You could be the dumbest person. You don't even have to be a Republican. If you just ask them to go deeper into what they're talking about, that happens. They have no idea. So that was funny. That was a good one. I voted for Donald Trump, and I'm a female. So one major reason is because I'm pro-life. So I know she was going to bring...
Real life rage.
Jobs, and they send a bunch of the
Y'all saw it
home,
in
and they don't
4K.
pay
What the
tax.
hell is it doing? Wasn't that great? Didn't that give you like a big warm and fuzzy? A little mahogany? A little cedar? No? Oh. Well.
Think Donald Trump is doing as president, and to simplify things, we're going to use a letter grade. All right.
Oh, okay,
let's go talk to
something
some people.
completely different, Corey.
Grade Donald Trump. Can I get a letter grade from you for Donald Trump's presidency so far? A plus, ma'am? Yes, ma'am.
A plus.
A. A?
Give me an A.
A? Okay. We're getting some of those. What about you, ma'am?
A.
Grade Donald Trump. How we doing?
That's not a grade.
Not good. Would you guys F? We got an F over here? F. Why an F? A plus, yes, ma'am. Okay. There's a
Listen,
wide range.
Any Hispanic goes by and it's not an A, I want to see their papers.
Of differences here. This guy looks like an F.
I'm from South Dakota.
You're from South? Okay, hold on. South actually. What are you going with? Be honest.
I'm probably in the minority where I live, but yeah, F.
How did I know that? I don't know what's going on here.
Everyone says I look. Yeah.
You look like a lib. Purple hair, F, or is that a plus purple hair? I'm gonna go F. What? Ah, damn! See, she tricked us. I tried profiling her. I failed.
Not blue.
Why A? It's a great grade. Why A?
Because he's deported a lot of illegal immigrants.
Okay.
Because he's
immigration. That's probably one of his A plus categories for most people that voted for Donald Trump for sure.
I think securing our border walls is.
What's up, Dominique?
That got secured
Been a
pretty
while.
fast, huh?
I think so. I mean, could it be done better? Probably.
Is our problem with Donald Trump the fact that he's enforcing immigration law?
Uh-oh.
I don't mind that he's enforcing it, but do it the right way.
He is.
What is the wrong way that they're doing it right now?
Picking up people where they're working, people at Home Depot, people selling flowers, people trying to make a living.
Are you saying that that's illegal? To deport people that are in the country illegally?
What I'm saying is, if you want to deport people, do
Let me
it
see
the
your
right
papers.
way.
I'm so sorry.
You know?
What is the right way? I guess my question is.
Would be to, the right way, through the
Explain.
court system.
I think I'm following.
They've got families. They're productive members of society. Like, even where I live, like it's packing plants and stuff. You go through, wipe those out. Those business owners, they don't know what to do after that. Like, like they're in a pickle. You break up families. You destroy things, and then.
Well, this is a really big topic. We've touched on this a bit. I don't want to bombard you here, but what should the punishment be for entering the country illegally?
Yeah.
That's tricky.
It's
tough. It's tough because when they're here, they're established, they're productive, they're.
It's not
paying
tricky,
taxes.
motherfucker.
It's tough because then you break up families, you disrupt economies. There's a balance to
Speaking
it.
of supposedly breaking up families, did you know that there's a federal judge that was like, you know what, we can't send all these unaccompanied Guatemalans back to Guatemala to their families because they were unaccompanied minors here. But what they don't want you to do, why don't they want to send them back to Guatemala to be with their families? That makes no sense. So they're complacent. No, not complacent. Complicit. I fucking can't speak English right now. Complicit. There we go. Complicit in the separation of families. Right? But instead of, cages, they're in a completely different country. Probably in the foster care system or working the farms in Nebraska. Well, they're kids. Wait a minute. The farms in Idaho? Potatoes.
So should there be no punishment and no border?
No, not at all. No.
I'm not trying to be dramatic there, but I'm trying to feel out what is it?
Well, we feel less of that in South Dakota because it's we're so far from the actual border of
You have
where the
Canadian.
crisis, is.
They're beating these people.
In the facilities?
Yes,
Oh.
they're beating them to force them to sign.
Oh, they're beating them. I must have missed that. No wonder they don't want these senators coming in. They're beating them. How do I get that job? Wait, I mean,
These people.
In the facilities?
Yes, they're beating them to force them to sign the self-deportation papers.
Who are they beating?
Who are they beating?
Yeah.
Illegal people. Illegals.
no, Dominique, I was going more for the Chihuahua with the Mexican flag bow. Yeah, yeah. Actually, let me see that Chihuahua's papers. It better have rabies.
If we were to look this up, are we finding that this is widespread, this issue, that we can inform the audience
Wait a
about
minute,
this?
doesn't
Or
Dominique have a slight
I mean, it
accent?
doesn't matter at this point. It doesn't really matter.
Well, I mean, knowing the facts is always important,
Okay,
right?
well, it's happening. Yes, it's happening. But right now, it doesn't matter.
So that's your biggest problem, is that it's not being done properly, and,
Yes.
and the reason why it's not being done properly is because they're taking them to facilities and beating the crap out of them. This is not good. All right, everyone, if you are trying to grow your personal brand or business,
They think this is Abu Ghraib? Shh, they're not making them do naked pyramids. Are they? Oh my god. Let's get back to the show.
and he's not going to get nowhere. Trust me. F, you mind if I ask you why?
Why am I not surprised you have a Chihuahua? I would have thought maybe an English Bulldog, but a Chihuahua, it totally makes sense. It makes sense. I got a question though. Since we're all essentially the same age, does your Chihuahua talk? I think your Chihuahua only speaks Spanish. And the only thing it can actually say is, Yo quiero Taco Bell. Huh? Remember when the Taco Bell's logo or slogan was "Run for the border"? I wonder why they took that one away. I thought that was great. Anyway, back to the show.
How's he doing? F, do you mind if I ask why?
Because he's a dickhead.
Wait, really quick.
Okay.
Damn it. There's such a difference between answers that we're getting. And, like in my personal opinion, honestly, I don't think he's doing a bad job. In fact, I think he's doing a pretty good job from what I'm seeing. But I guess I just am, what am I missing?
like
You're
she
saying
supports
authoritarianism. What's an example of that, do you say?
I would say it's taking an unmarked van with officers who don't have any insignia of the agency they're working with.
You're talking about ICE?
Yeah. ICE, I don't know. Are they ICE? Are they the secret police? If you're ICE, put a badge on that says U.S. Department of Homeland Security, Immigration Control and Enforcement. If you're doing what's legal, wear a badge. If you're covering your face and taking graduate students off the street because of what they published in a newspaper, don't call yourself an American.
When it comes to, I guess, in the general sense of immigration enforcement and deporting people that are in the country illegally, do you guys have a problem with that or no?
Obviously, immigration is a big problem
globally,
and I think our economy is based on the labor of undocumented workers. I don't think any of us
It's based on that?
I don't think
There's
anybody
a lot
wants
of
to
jobs that Americans don't want to do.
Yeah, a lot of jobs.
Out in the
He
sunny
looks like
field.
a fucking. Oh, what is that motherfucker? Is it Jerry Lewis? No. Jerry something. Jerry some Jew last name. I'll figure it out.
picking crops.
Without immigrants in this country, we have nothing. And Donald Trump would like to get rid of a lot of the immigrants in this country.
Without immigrants or illegal immigrants?
Immigrants, illegal or not.
Do you guys think that exploiting cheap illegal labor is the right thing to be doing?
Of course not. Pay living wages. Drive an economy around living wages.
The opposite of what you're saying there. You're saying we need to bring in illegal immigrants to do jobs.
No,
you were talking about on-farm
Where's the
pickers?
indication that
It wasn't
agriculture
Lewis.
wants to pay
You're talking
people
about, like,
a fair
pickers?
wage? Pickers.
Okay. There's like 2.5 million of those people on farm in the United States. Over the last 4 years, we brought in like minimum 10 million illegals. So we have more than enough of those people.
Yeah,
So is that a good reason for, having 25 million illegals in the country?
You understand that the agriculture industry is complaining to the Trump administration. Please leave us alone.
Yeah,
and they're gonna get a side deal. They're gonna get a side deal because he's not gonna want to make.
Maybe they should start paying people that are actually in the country legally. Is that a problem?
No, that'd be great.
It would be great.
You're ready to pay the prices.
They just want to be here
What prices?
get a little bit of what we have. And guess what? We can afford it. We can afford to pay for all those people. We're a very wealthy country, and we're getting very greedy.
Well, yeah.
And we don't want to take care of those people. We don't want to take care of our own people.
Like $37 trillion in debt. I don't even think we can take care of ourselves. And there's a lot of local farmers that do pay people that are in the country illegally.
A lot.
Oh yeah, and they can't compete with the people exploiting cheap legal labor.
Where are you getting your information?
I guess you can check it out.
Wait, where are you getting your information?
Where do I get my information? Would you like us to check it out? That like local farmers have trouble competing with mega farms that are exploiting illegal labor?
We brought in 25 million people, like some of the numbers.
Well, I didn't say 20. I didn't
It's
say
at least
bring in. I
30
said
million,
a
yeah.
minimum of 10 million. So that you can check out from Customs and Border Protection website.
Great. Run by the same guys who are running the Bureau of Labor Statistics?
What?
Actually, those are the numbers.
The numbers are failing.
But those are the numbers from the Biden administration.
Numbers will soon be tracked.
Okay. I'm curious your thoughts on how he's handled immigration compared to the previous administration.
Well, the previous administration, we had 20 million illegal immigrants coming in from all over the world. It wasn't an issue of people just coming up from Mexico. They came from all over the world, and I'm talking about from China, from Africa, from all the Asian states. They came over, and these are a lot of people that weren't looking for working in the fields. They're in fact, a lot of them were on the terror list.
Oh.
So I think it's a really huge focus of the Trump administration to find out who are these people. Let's shut down the border. There's not a country in the entire world that allow free flow of millions of people in their country. If there is one, show me one. There's not one in the entire world. And for us to do that, you've got to be a sovereign country. You have to protect your borders.
In Los Angeles, it's the ICE agents, but it's across the country. But in Los Angeles particularly, the
thumbs up on the ICE agents, right? Enforcing basic immigration law.
But are they?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Are they?
Yeah.
They're enforcing. They're taking people off the street, sending them to a prison camp in El Salvador.
No, they're called.
It's a concentration camp. You can call it.
Oh, so they're gassing these people. That there's really no gassing. They're putting them in giant ovens, which originally there was no stacks, chimney stacks. Just saying. Oh wait, what are we talking about? Alligator Alcatraz? Yeah, there's no such thing as those things over there. No gas chambers, no giant ovens, stuff that might have been added after the fact, in Alligator Alcatraz, of course.
What you want?
CCOT?
You can paint a.
How many people were sent to CCOT?
I don't know.
You don't
But I'll
know?
Find out. There's a number.
They're not being sent over there right now. The number's like about 250 people.
But what happened? Let's go to.
That's the authoritarian
250
thing.
people? And what about the Alligator Alcatraz? But I'll find that out. I don't know.
These are called immigration detention
Well, I
facilities.
know with
What's wrong with this?
CCOT, we're only allowed to give them so many people.
Just basic stuff.
Because
You're
they're
saying
not,
this is authoritarian?
Yes, it's authoritarian, but because they're demonizing the other. That's what they're doing. They're making it sound like all these people are murderers and rapists, and it's just not true.
I don't,
and they're making people afraid.
I don't think people are
brown
saying
people.
that.
They're making people afraid of brown people.
Of brown people?
Of brown people.
Would you or your dog like to grade Donald Trump?
A+ all the way.
A++.
A++.
So Republicans are afraid of me? Interesting.
Plus. Oh, it's scaring me, man. How you doing? Wait, A+? I thought you were taking it. We hear people saying that, hey, it's inhumane how they're handling it. What would your response to that be?
I think that's a CNN talking point.
Oh.
I think what they've been doing is when they have Alligator Alcatraz and all that, those are holding stills until they can determine who these guys are, what their legal ramifications are. Should they stay or
Just a random question. Is there an actual name to that place, or is it really Alligator Alcatraz? I mean, it's not like they named it Dachau.
should we get rid of them? Some of them that are murderers, we're putting them in prison, and then we'll send them home. The other ones that are here illegally and they've committed crimes, they're booking them, they're determining who they are, and then they're sending them on their way.
Over the last 4 years, right, we
This
saw
guy.
record-breaking child trafficking, record-breaking sex trafficking down at the southern border.
This guy.
And a bunch of Democrats said absolutely nothing about this humanitarian crisis on both sides of the
So
border.
where'd you get your numbers?
Should we be
Record-breaking.
really quick? Customs and Border Protection under Biden's administration. Should we be taking your criticism on that seriously when that's all not happening anymore. That crisis is completely evaporated.
Well, see,
And
you're using,
there was nothing being said during the worst humanitarian crisis at our southern border in American history.
And your numbers are incorrect, whether they came from the Biden administration or not.
Okay.
But they've been
Tell me the
blown
correct
up.
numbers.
I don't have the correct numbers.
There's a housing crisis all over the United States, overcrowded classroom. It says like everyone.
Okay, classrooms, yes. Classrooms, yes.
But Gen Z is the first generation that has it worse off than their parents when it comes to livability, being able to purchase houses, all of that stuff. Provide for a family. I mean, shouldn't we get our own house in order before, bringing in millions of extra people?
100%.
I mean, but here's the thing: how many Americans are standing at the corner begging for money and not doing anything? If you compare those to the illegals, I mean, the people that are on welfare, that are taking our money, that are Americans, that are white, that are standing on every corner doing nothing.
Americans aren't just white.
Okay, well,
but
you know
yes.
what I mean. Well, you know what I mean. You know what I mean.
Well, this is what I'm saying.
Wait.
Shouldn't we be
So she's saying only white people are on welfare? Or is she being racist? Huh? She didn't want to say black people on welfare because then that would make her sound racist. So she said, the white people on welfare. Like they're the only people. But it's okay. It's okay. Does she realize that, all these people on welfare, that if we got rid of the illegals on welfare, we would in fact have more money for the people here to build, I don't know, shelters. That's a good start. And make it like a low rent, but you have to have, they put you in certain like groups, like a prison, like a concentration. Wait. You know what? We never had this conversation.
improving the situation for Americans before we start importing millions of people?
Yes, of course.
Like, why do we have so many Americans on food stamps?
Exactly. So then Skid Row, no one's touched. I mean, no one goes to Skid Row and helps anybody.
Whose fault is
They
that?
keep saying, and so we're not even helping the people that are here.
I know, we should start there. Why do we have like veterans that are homeless on the street that are getting $2,000 per month, and then you have illegal immigrants that come in here, they get put up in luxury hotels in New York City and get thousands of dollars per month.
True?
No,
you
that's
actually
okay.
believe that bullshit?
You can just Google it. It's very easy.
I can Google it. Yeah, I can do my research and find some place that'll tell me that. But that doesn't.
Then we'll end up agreeing.
Our streets are infested with
Uh-huh.
drug dealers and drug
Right.
addicts. Everywhere you look, I mean, come on.
Now imagine, taking out one of the main suppliers, whether it's true or not, but, I would be more inclined to say it is because terrorism and drugs are basically what helps fund countries like, I don't know, Venezuela, who, by the way, has their own oil supply. Wait a minute. That's why we're invading Venezuela. Oil. And by the way, Donald, are we currently at war with Venezuela? Because that would mean that you indeed did start a war. And Nobel Peace Prize? Out the door? Out the window?
And nobody's working on that. Why?
People are working on drugs.
Who? Nobody's working on
You
it.
ever heard the war on drugs?
Yo, the Chihuahua has sunglasses.
You know what the war on drugs is? Let him die. Let him die. Let him die. Let him die.
What?
I have a different. You
Wait,
mentioned
what?
you're not an American.
Nobody's working on
You
it.
ever heard the war on drugs?
There
No.
is no war on drugs. You know what the war on drugs is? Let him die. Let him die. Let him die. Let him die.
I have a different.
I don't think I understood that right. Let him die? Wow.
You mentioned you're not an American. I am. So I want to get those people off drugs. I want to.
Do you walk in Skid Row?
I've seen it. It's
Okay,
horrifying.
but do you walk down the street? Do you talk to them?
Yes, you're pointing at people living in absolute filth. I believe that we need to put those people before we put illegal immigrants.
Okay, why aren't we?
Huh?
Why aren't we? We're not.
Because we have terrible politicians
Wait a
that
minute.
don't look after their people.
So like instead of
She said that she's not an American and he is. I fucking knew it. Ma'am, let me see your ID. ID, please. Ma'am, stop resisting. Ma'am, give me the dog. Ma'am, get your finger out of the dog's butthole. Now you're going to get cruel to the animals. Don't eat the dog. You can't fight chihuahuas. Be interesting if you could. Little fucking demon dogs. But then one dog would jump at them and then they would run away like. So imagine two chihuahuas jumping at each other. They would probably pass out.
Instead of focusing on deporting people, how about focus on that?
You know, if we support policies that don't enforce the border, you end up with creating a humanitarian crisis that's totally preventable on both sides of the border. And I think that that is completely wrong. And just because you don't feel like enforcing the border, I think most Americans are believe that that's important. And it's important to protect American sovereignty, and they can come in illegally.
The Democratic Party has a
Come to think of it, now that Dom says she has a chihuahua, I think of an old movie. And yes, I'm going to say it. Beverly Hills Chihuahua. I imagine that's Dominique and her chihuahua. Ay, ay, ay,
uh, plan for immigration reform.
No, just open up the border. We saw it the last 4 years. It was. In fact, they were suing border states that were trying to actually enforce the border. Remember that?
You look this up.
You remember when they were suing border states?
Yes.
When it came to Biden, you know, they were saying that they weren't able to do that. They weren't able to secure the border. Was that a lie?
Absolutely.
Oh.
Because they could have. They could have. They chose not to.
Really?
They chose not to.
So you're saying, hey, securing the border, fantastic thing. No more millions of people coming over each year.
Yeah.
Good.
I think that's important.
Good.
Those folks that come over, I do believe that, should come over properly. I have to follow all the laws and regulations, therefore everyone else should too.
What was your grade that you said, A+?
Yeah.
Do you think any president has come close to what Trump has achieved for the United States in this amount of time?
Not in 6 months, no. Not even.
Anybody ever seen 50 First Dates? And then you have Drew Barrymore's brother. Imagine that's this guy. Just 20 years later. Does he have a lisp? I wasn't paying attention if he had a lisp.
Where do you think we would be if Kamala Harris won the presidency?
I don't even want to try to imagine anymore.
Wait a minute. Guatemala, huh? So is she a drug sniffing prison guard? Huh? Huh? Does she carry? That would be interesting. Little chihuahua-sized pistols?
Don't. It would be freaking awful.
Give me somebody else that even holds a candle to what he's accomplished in less than 6 months.
Well, I mean, every single day he's working like a farmer, you know, and then some.
I think what he has is that he wants to be in the history books.
Right.
Right? And he's very close, like to be like in the history books.
Is most of the things that you don't like about him stuff that hasn't happened yet, but you think is going to happen?
Well, you're just telling me about all the things that hasn't happened yet, like all these millions of evil people coming across the border, and they're doing such.
Wait a minute.
They're evil. I never
So
said
he's
millions.
saying, "Oh, you're telling me things that aren't about to happen yet." But does he believe all the things that these Democrats saying are going to happen? Huh? Like he's going to get rid of democracy. He's going to run in 2028. He's going to. What else are they going to say? That he's not going to give up his office. What's he going to do? Pass it on to the next Trump? And on. And on. So we're going to have a king now. And I assume that it's going to be Don Jr. Don Jr. And then we're going to have Barron. Does Don Jr. have a kid? What? I think it should be Barron after that. And then we'll go off to grandkids. You like that idea? I agree.
Evil people. This is not what I said.
In some way.
When they're coming here illegally.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's because you're enriching cartels, you're
That's
supporting
it?
human trafficking, child trafficking. Over the last 4 years, 400,000 unaccompanied minors came in the United States. Do you even care about that? No, answer that question. Do you even care about that?
If we had a better.
That's not a problem to you.
Yeah, I mean, it's a problem, and I'll tell you why it's a problem.
That's
I see it from a different.
The worst crisis in the world.
I see it from a different angle that you do. Yes, it's a horrible problem, and the reason it's a horrible problem is because there's some place that they.
So if the Mexican had a chihuahua, does it have the ears? Look at the ears.
So bad that Their parents would let them go 4,000 miles.
Asylees are economic asylees. They're not fleeing. They're not going through
Economic.
several.
They can't feed their kids.
Economic. Yeah, we can't just be the world's soup kitchen.
Well,
We're a nation.
I just thought about this. Can I get a retired marijuana sniffing drug? And then I'm like, come here, boy. Come here. Go get daddy some weed. Bring it here.
We're a nation of people. And, it's amazing when people come in, but they do need to come legally, don't you think?
Sure. I would agree with that.
You're highlighting all of these issues. Yeah. Yes, so why don't we fix those for Americans? Because that's the purpose of the government in the United States, is to serve the American people. So why don't we fix all of these problems that you're listing for the American people before not just bringing in illegal immigrants, but taking care of them as well? I mean, they cost about $150 billion per year.
Do you know how much illegals pay in taxes every year?
About $30 billion, roughly. It's illegal. It's illegal to.
Alone? Do you know how much in California alone? How much illegals pay in taxes?
Oh, specifically in California alone? No, the total number for the entire country is about 30 billion, roughly 35.
90.
And
90 billion. For the whole country.
No.
For America, it's 90. I'll send you the video. I'll send you the statistics.
The video.
California alone is 8 billion.
Yeah.
The whole of USA is 90 something billion.
You know where that study's from, the 90 billion?
Okay, I'm not sure, but I can send you the details.
No, I already know where it's from. It's from ITEP, and they.
But you said 30 billion. I'm saying.
That's the correct numbers.
Okay, but how if California is only 8 billion, so you're saying the rest of it is only about 22? Does that even make sense?
Yes, they work under-the-counter jobs, and they send a bunch of their money back home, and they don't pay taxes.
Okay, so you want me to say I'm gonna investigate this, and I'm gonna prove to you that it's not 30. It's definitely not 30.
Well,
it can't
if you'd
be
like
30.
me to explain why it's not.
Explain it to me.
Okay, so that number that you're talking about is from ITEP, right?
Okay, ITEP,
so they use the improper amount of illegal immigrants in the country. They overestimate how much money they bring in. They do not account for people that aren't working. Essentially, what their study shows is that they pay more in taxes than the average American. It's just not the case. So it's a completely incorrect study. Well, when it comes to the actual correct numbers, which are from the Federation for American Immigration Reform, they pay about $30 billion total in taxes because...
In the whole country?
Oh yeah, their under-the-counter jobs don't contribute too much. But they take, accounting for how much they pay in taxes, they take about $150 billion in American taxpayer dollars, right? They take about $150 billion per year. And those are 2022 numbers.
Where is that estimate from?
So that's from the Federation for American Immigration Reform.
Is that number for illegal with no papers or just people that weren't born here?
What?
You know what I'm saying? Like
illegal immigrants. Both those numbers are illegal immigrants.
So, I'm gonna have to double check those numbers.
I can also touch on this for you.
No, you're not.
The reason why they obviously are tax negative, there are groups in the United States that are a tax net negative because they just don't make more than they take in benefits and whatnot. But when it comes to illegal immigration, I mean, you have illegals that get free health care. I don't get free health care. So you get illegal immigrants get free health care, free housing, free food, free...
I mean, I kind of do get free health care, but I also pay for health care, so I get to go to both. I get medications from both. I can't I could double dip, but they won't. I won't. But I do have a chiropractor appointment tomorrow that's 100% free. I think I need it, though. I feel like my neck's broke.
I mean, the list...
Think about this. Your neck is in pain, right? And no matter what movement you make, it fucking hurts. It doesn't make it any better. So you're rotating your head, doing circles, and you're like, oh my God, this doesn't make it any better, but I can't fucking stop.
Goes on and on. Education per pupil in California, it's like $40,000 per year. I mean, it's no wonder why they are tax negative, obviously, because they get so many things for free and it costs a ton of money. There's actually, there's not that many groups in the United States that are a tax positive, actually.
Okay. So you just don't agree. Well, then, if you don't agree, I mean, illegal immigrants would be perfectly fine doing things on our own. We don't need those benefits. You know what I'm saying? It's not like we asked for those benefits. We don't need those damn benefits.
Then don't take them.
So if you tell us no benefits, that's fine with us. You know what I mean? We don't need them. If you give them to us, that's on the government.
So, is she benefiting from all this free money? No, dumbass. Fused vertebrae, remember? Fused. You know what? I was told I could probably get SSDI too. I don't know about that, but apparently that's an extra $4,000. But then that would make me an illegal? Free money? No. No, 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 no. My buddy's doing it.
But we're not asking. We don't need them, and that's why when you say that, I'm like,
They don't need them, but they take them.
But yeah, they take them. If somebody gives you something, you're gonna take. Somebody gives you a cookie, you're gonna eat it, right?
You want to know why they give?
You don't want it.
You want to know?
If somebody gives me a cookie, I'm going to be like, first of all, I don't know who the fuck you are, but this has raisins in it, so I'm not going to eat it. Now, if you go get a, macadamia nut, I'll eat that one. Chocolate chip. Definitely some peanut butter, especially peanut butter cookies with peanut butter morsels.
Why they give them benefits? Because they want them to move to those districts so that they can get more seats in Congress.
Because they're human. Because they're human beings, and like all of the human beings, we should help each other out so we can.
They're used as political pawns, actually.
Political, well, I mean.
Yeah, because they go to blue districts and they give blue districts more congressional seats, so more representation in Congress. That's why there's no good argument for illegal immigration for the left aside from just using them for
but if that's
more votes in Congress.
Then take it away. No one's gonna. No, we're not gonna fight against it. You know what I'm saying?
That's more of a problem with the U.S. government.
But I mean, but that's what I'm saying. If it is a problem, then take it away from us. It's fine. We can be here illegally with no benefits at all, and we will thrive.
Bet. You're here illegally, you're not authorized benefits. There you go. There you go.
You have an ideology that
What the hell am I going to do with this SDI?
Being opposed to human trafficking.
Because you're going to focus on this human trafficking thing that you use your numbers that you say the Biden administration gave you. Yeah. And so you're going to focus on that.
Yeah.
So you don't care about elections?
Well, you mean the facts is what I'm focusing on.
No, it's not facts. It's your interpretation of facts.
Whoa.
And you guys are misreading things. And you always have
how am I wrong?
And so, again, we're going to go back
Do you mind if I ask how I'm wrong on that?
Well,
Would you like to see the numbers?
Wrong. You just told me 30 million illegal immigrants.
I've had the numbers correct, actually.
But you said 30 million. It's actually not.
Total right now, minimum, I would say 25 to 30 million in the country.
That's a Trump number. That's just like the Trump numbers. All the Trump numbers are phony.
That's basic math when it comes to adding Pew Research.
Your math.
No,
your
basic Pew Research and the federal government's math.
I don't trust your math and math from the government anymore.
Okay.
What?
I don't.
Do you trust the Biden administration's government?
Hold up.
I trust some of it.
Okay.
Being that I am a Pacific Islander Asian, because they throw us into the same fucking category, would you trust my math? Huh? Would you trust my math? I actually probably wouldn't. There's a certain level I can do up to. And basically, it's 2 plus 2 equals 4. That's the only math I know. So yeah, we're pretty much, I'm out of this.
Those numbers would be coming from the Biden administration when it comes to the last 4 years.
Numbers are correct.
Okay. Maybe the numbers are incorrect, maybe that's the case, and at that point we can't talk about anything if the facts, we don't have accurate facts.
We don't agree with the facts, yeah. It's obvious to me that we are always going to differ. We're going to differ on the facts. Right. I've been dealing with
you want no border at the southern border, and I want a border.
So
I believe in protecting American sovereignty. It's wild.
See, there you go. So you twist words. And you try to make it okay.
I'll give you a fair chance on that one.
Stop.
What should the punishment be?
Oh,
please go.
Words.
Okay. How did I do that?
You said I want no border.
What? Who's got a broken nose?
That's how I'm interpreting your position
on it.
Oh my God,
you're interpreting.
I'm sorry, my
you
bad.
Can't interpret. You know what?
Tell me.
We're done.
You're not going to tell me your thoughts on it?
You know why? Because you're not going to change my mind, and I'm not going to change
yours. You're interpreting it your own way.
I'm kind of tired of talking.
I'm not going to make you talk to me.
You know why? Because we're not going to change each other's mind.
I understand.
And nothing I give this gentleman here.
It's a good example for the people to check out, though. Yeah. They can see who they agree with, who they don't, who made a good argument, who they don't think make it. Mm-hmm. Maybe they disagree with me. Maybe they disagree with you. So it's a good opportunity for people to check it out.
It will, but before that goes anywhere, you'd probably need my signature.
Okay. No, they don't.
Which you won't get.
He's actually filming the
That's
grass
not how
behind
the
you.
First Amendment works. There's no expectation of privacy in a public setting.
I will probably have to sue you.
Oh, awesome.
Oh.
Which will be better for you.
Oh.
Okay. Well, I'm going to walk away now, so I appreciate your time. What's your name?
He's going to sue you.
Tim? James, thanks for the conversation
James,
and threatening
good
to
luck
sue
with
me.
your life.
Appreciate it, sir.
Yeah.
We don't have to agree on everything.
That guy seems kind of privileged. He seems kind of privileged. This guy looks like he should probably get out of the sun because it's about to do a number on him.
But we need to, I think, agree that we want our country to succeed.
No, you know what's funny about this? When I was in the Army, one of the first things we learned is to put a nasal airway in people, right? NPAs. And basically everyone in the military basically gets one done. Guess who never got one done in 20 years and 7 days? The guy that taught the insertion of the nasal airway. Isn't that great? I've made hundreds, low thousands of people get one of these nose tubes. And not once have I ever got one or came close to getting one. That's how you do it. That's a G. OG, triple OG. And I waited till I retired to tell people this.
Yeah, American sovereignty seems to be in question nowadays. Like, are we a nation or are we a colony, right? And it seems as though the border's kind of at the very center of that conversation. Yeah. Hey, really quick, is that your big problem, though? Did you have as much of a problem when they were just flooding the country with illegals? Worst sex trafficking crisis in American history, worst child trafficking crisis in American history. Were you up in arms about that over the last 4 years, or do you just have a problem with them being removed?
Of course, I have a problem with that as well. I mean, of course I do.
Were you
I'm
as
not-
vocal
I'm
about
not-
that?
I'm
The
not as
country just
vocal
getting
because,
flooded?
I'm not involved as much into that. I don't know enough. I feel like it doesn't affect me personally that much. Right now, walking around while brown is affecting me because even though I am here
where'd the
legally,
accent
at
go?
any moment they can snatch me up. Just
Well, they
because.
can't. If you're here legally, they can't deport you.
Actually, but if they're racist and they just want to just tie me up for no reason, they can't.
I don't think there's evidence of that happening widespread.
Oh, yes, there is. There's the Proud Boys.
There's people. The Proud Boys.
Yeah, you haven't heard of the Proud Boys?
The Proud Boys are detaining Mexicans.
You mean the Cubans?
Detaining Mexicans, yes. Most of these bounty hunters that are kidnapping us
they're Proud Boys?
white supremacists.
You got kidnapped?
And
Not
so
good.
they would love to take me down.
Yo, a lot of the ICE agents they're showing they're kind of Hispanic. I don't think you've noticed that. But yeah. Okay.
Love to throw me on the floor. That would make them so happy.
That's not
Because
good.
no, it's not good. But that's what would make them happy. So yeah, if it could happen to me, you know what I mean. And
We
just
gotta watch out for those.
around.
We gotta watch out for those Proud Boys, man. Really quick, do you think that if people are watching this, they're in the center and they're watching this, do you think they'll be convinced by your concerns about how you would grade Donald Trump? You said an F minus, or you said a Z. Do you think they would be convinced by your
There's a Z?
concerns, or do you think they would think they're more imaginary concerns?
I don't think that's a problem anymore. I think there is no center anymore. I think people have they either want what's coming or they're appalled by it and gone the other way, even if they voted for him the first time. And I think a lot of people who voted for him the first time said, this is not what I voted for. But there are also people who said, this is exactly what I voted for. And they're
Wait, did he say voted for him the first time? Well, I voted for him the third time, so that is what I voted for.
going to vote for him again if he goes for a third term. They want him in power.
We'll see if that happens, sir. Give me a criticism because you mentioned he's not perfect. Has there been anything that you've disagreed with that the administration has done?
Himself in his first presidency, not so much now, but his tweeting and his just goading people, we could do without that.
Nah, we need that.
Rough around the edges, and he rubs sometimes people the wrong way, and he should be just a little more refined in his speech.
Ma'am, do you like how Donald Trump is rough around the edges? You said A+.
Yeah, I love it. He's just himself. He's not a politician. He's just himself.
Okay, so maybe he's being original.
Very original.
Sir, what do you think about that response? Do you think Trump's being original?
He is definitely original. He's like the modern day Teddy Roosevelt. Teddy Roosevelt was brass. Trump was brass. Teddy Roosevelt was a New Yorker. Trump was a New Yorker. Teddy Roosevelt was an outsider. Trump is an outsider. And finally, Teddy Roosevelt was a businessman, and Trump's a businessman. And it's the fact that Teddy Roosevelt made America great, you know?
He's got a vision, and he's got, there are people that hate him for his vision, but at least he's got a vision. He tells you what he's going to do. He executes on it. He's an incredible worker. He works harder than any president we've seen in my lifetime.
Dude, I'll work very hard. I work very hard, and I get tired at the end of the day. Yeah. But Donald Trump, he's like 2 times my age.
What?
He works harder than I do.
He's not sitting back and letting other people take care of business. He's running the show, and that's why we elected him.
All right, everyone, that is it for today. Let's get our founder tier members' names.
He's running the show, guys, because that's why... Wait, I don't think that's why I elected him. It doesn't really matter. Let me see if I can find a quick video for you. In case you don't know what I was talking about. I don't feel like looking for it on my phone. Oh, we'll do that one too. Let me show you some interesting Army stuff. Army medics. All right. Wait. Show you an easy one first. You know, the one everybody really, really hates. And then we'll go to one that people really do hate. Yeah. All right. So this is the patient. And you have this little green nose tube. They come in different sizes, different colors, different thicknesses. You measure it from the tip of your nose to the tip of your ear. You always start with the right side first, bevel towards the septum. Unless you've had a deviated septum, then probably not a good idea. All right? So let's watch this in action. Swallow. Swallow. Swallow, motherfucker.
And then you'll tape this down, but do not tape over the hole, okay?
Do the butterfly.
She's like, you okay? He passes out. Yeah, he good.
Yeah. Yeah. That was fun. Now let me get you the one that a lot of people don't know about. And I've done it 2 different ways. This one's with the drill. The other one is a central line straight into the heart.
I know. Covington was yelling when that shit was going on. I'm like, that's not a 2.
So explain what you're doing.
It's not
right. I've never seen anybody have pain except for him. I've seen it done many times. The drilling in, that's the only time I've seen
I already announced myself as a bitch.
All right,
hey,
that's
what we're
it's
doing.
not going to hurt you. But
You're
going to get the knee, you're going to go down the tibia.
Oh, we throw a fist.
This is finding your placement. You're going to go down the tibia till a bump. You get that bump, you're going to go over. You're going to hit a flat surface. All right, that's the tibial tuberosity. That's where you're going to go. All right, you're going to make sure that your line is primed with a little bit of saline. This is your drill.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Go right in his leg.
Do you want laying flat, or do you want it
I would tilt your leg inward a little bit.
like that?
No. Your heel. Yeah, there you go.
You're good. All right.
Get him.
Once again, never check too much. Find the right placement. Small circles into big circles.
Fuck you. I just do one
You guys
swipe.
get my good side?
All right.
No, I need one. That's part of me.
Once you cleaned off,
So this is just you can't get a regular
Find
IV
the
in them
spot.
because they either have a missing limb or veins are
You're going
fucked
at
and
90
this is
degrees.
field
and start
expedient.
drilling.
Drill it. There it is.
All right. It's gonna give a little bit. Once that happens, you're in.
That part's done.
Watch it.
Jesus, take the wheel. Take it from
All right. You pull that out.
Fuck.
Flush them. You're going to pull back a little bit. So we
There
got
it
the
is.
bone marrow.
We're good to go.
Let me get your face in the picture too.
And we're going to push the
Wait for it. There it is. Yeah. Yeah. What you get for volunteering, stupid?
Breathe through the pain.
Oh fuck!
Breathe.
Oh my god!
Breathe.
Oh my god!
Dude, it only hurts for a couple seconds.
Oh! Fuck!
Well, he also shoved it all in there.
The head's out.
Not done.
The head's out. One more push.
Fuck!
I'm not pushing. Come on. All
That's
right.
fucking awesome, guys.
We're done. All right.
Oh,
Guys.
All right, so now you got an IO in. So what you would need is your bag of fluids. You might need a pressure infuser, which is just a bag with a blood pressure pump on it.
You do need a
fluids
pressure.
going.
No, fuck no, I want this shit.
Now, I'm going to show you the other one before we... God damn it. Before we finish. Ah, yes. God damn it. Come on. Oh, you mean to tell me you don't have one? Oh, here we go. Y'all ready for this? You thought the last one was bad. I've done this a few times, and let's just say it's a feeling and a noise that you don't forget. Again, so we can set up an IV.
Alright, now does everyone know the reason that we would
What's up, Rockstar?
Get fluids in the body.
To get fluids in faster.
To get fluids in faster, what are some cases where we'd have to use a fast one? So it'd be actually important for you to know this.
He's already in shock.
Alright, well they dub, quad, triple amputee. Because if a person goes in shock, you can't really get to their veins. You can't get their veins.
Nailed it.
So this is something that'll get fluids to them quickly. The process.
God damn it.
So.
Water bottle is not sufficient.
That's why I love fucking infantry guys, because they're so stupid. They ask for this shit to be done. I got casualties and fucking practicing. It's amazing. I've done more IVs than most nurses will do in their life.
Everyone sees this little guy right here, right? Here's what you use for something like this. You got an alcohol pad, this to mark where the spot is, and then the fast.
Look at that. Look at all those little needles.
You're fucking retarded. Oh my god.
We're gonna go ahead and clean the spot. Holy fuck, me, dude. That's like a tattoo.
I really fucking.
Alright, so here's a landmark for doing a fast one, alright? Check right here. Check right here in your sternum, alright? This is called your sternal notch, alright?
If you were doing it quick,
This is gonna line up perfectly with this right here. I'm gonna go ahead and clean all this shit.
Would you have to shave it?
Some people, like maybe me or whatever, maybe. But he's only got 12 hairs, so it's not that big. We'll just pull him out.
Chewbacca.
Alright.
Fat ass hugs in the way. There you go.
Yeah, give it a little. Alright. So you get your sternal notch, okay?
Stop being a bitch.
You're gonna line this up, alright?
Oh my god.
I feel pretty stupid right now. Alright. Right here is the flattest piece on your fucking sternum right here, alright? Well done.
I'm watching every second of this.
Oh, here we go.
Hey, shut up so you can explain this shit.
Alright. When you're doing this to a guy, you need to be... No, I'm not trying to put my balls in your head or anything.
You gotta be
Anyway,
like
teabag,
directly
bro.
right behind him because when I do it, my elbows are gonna stay straight. All right, I'm gonna put it on there, make sure it's fully
Fuck
even,
the gloves.
and boom, 60 pounds. It takes altogether 60 pounds, but anyone who knows like pulley system, whatever.
Let me rephrase that. You know how many IVs I've done without gloves? Man.
Needle series, divide that by 6.
IVs, sutures, pretty much everything. And what's funny, before I used to do sutures, especially out in the field environment, I would, put a nice little dip of Copenhagen in, calm the nerves, pretty good to go.
5 pounds of pressure. All right. So you see a little circle. Move this out of the way.
You can squeeze my hand as hard as you want.
All right, ready? Oh, I will.
Oh man, this is gonna be fun.
And this has to be perfectly flat with his chest. All right. Stop moving.
Takes a lot of pressure.
All right. So here it is, right here. I'm on his. Straighten my elbows. 1, 2, 3. Oh!
How did that feel, dickhead? You like that shit? Y'all see that? Now he has a central line.
Oh my god.
Oh my god!
And yeah, we do laugh at people doing stupid shit.
It tickles a little bit. Oh god damn it. Yeah, I felt it, Huber.
Oh shit.
Alright. Hey, listen up. Alright, here's a flush. Alright, now this is something that you have to be like quick and fast with, alright? So 1, 2, 3.
Oh fuck.
Oh. Alright, you see the blood coming out? Alright, the blood's there.
Oh god damn it. Oh
There you go. Wait, did you drain it?
Oh,
Squeeze my hand, dude.
Oh!
I kissed.
Oh, you dropped it on the fucking...
Alright. Now when you get this on here, you need to put on.
It's like a little dome.
That down. Alright?
You don't need to hold me down. I'm not running anywhere.
Look how his color changed. It's funny.
Now look. Look how fast the flows are running.
Yeah.
I mean, the shit we used to do for fun because we got bored. And yes, if we did get bored and we had a little bit of downtime, you best fucking believe we were doing shit like that. Like I said, I've got a lot of experience in doing these central lines and all that shit. Stuff that most people, would see in school or on a video and be like, oh man, that looks cool. I wonder if I could do that. Nope.
Monday, September 1st, 2025. Labor Day is an incredible day in not just American history, but world history. President Trump has changed course massively. His statement is on Infowars.com. It's posted right here on X at Alex Jones. He came out and said, listen, I'm calling for a full investigation of warp speed. I was told a bunch of information. Now I'm finding out that a lot of people say it's not accurate. RFK Jr. He brought in RFK Jr. to do the investigation.
That was your program, Trump.
RFK's got big reports on autism, directly linked and proven to be from the previous shots, like the hepatitis shot. And Trump is getting ready to go after Fauci and all of them. I can tell you they are under criminal investigation.
Wait, did he say hepatitis? Our kids have to get hepatitis B for school.
There are grand juries. I wasn't going to release that information yet, but I can tell you that's going on. So when I told you this is a new Trump, folks, it is. He got set for warp speed. We know how they did it. They already had it on the shelf years before, already made. They had the COVID in the lab. Those documents have come out. Peter Daszak, Fauci,
allegedly.
Google funded it at Wuhan. It was an Obama project that even broke in 2015 at Chapel Hill, North Carolina. And now Trump understands what's going on and is going after Big Pharma. Kennedy just fired a whole bunch of people at HHS and CDC that were undermining him when he was banning new mRNA shots and more. They just took the mercury out of all the shots that bans almost every shot previously made and most of the current ones. They're getting the poison food dyes out, the fluoride out, all of it. This is so
And yet they want to fire RFK because he dare fire a black woman in position of power at the CDC. He's not authorized to do it. Donald Trump's not authorized to do it. But, little secret lady, they actually are.
So exciting. This was the big sticking point. This was the big fly in the ointment for so many people. And because Trump was so much better than the Democrats, and we knew they were for total lockdowns and forced injections and totally owned by Bill Gates, I was like, look, Trump's better. Watch, he's bringing in Kennedy. And he did. And now that he says, oh, well, I thought it was the greatest thing ever, but I may have been misled. So we're investigating. And who's he have doing it? RFK Jr., that is a super expert on it, and of course wrote The Real Anthony Fauci. So thank God. And thank God for all of you spreading the word, getting information out, all the studies, and Dr. Robert Malone, and Dr. Peter McCullough, and Dr. Michael Yeadon, and the list goes on and on. I mean, this is incredible. So to all the InfoWars, the tip of the spear, and Dr. Francis Boyle, who died earlier this year, who was the first to break it all in actually January of 2020. This was their Disease X, their big global power grab plan in the Rockefeller Foundation, lockstep plan, the Bill Gates plan, Event 201, the UN plan.
I gotta find the article, but apparently Bill Gates and Microsoft were selling a lot of government secrets to the CCP. Interesting, Bill. Interesting. Microsoft, huh? Gotcha. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and children of, well, I can't say children, 18 and above. Which is funny because I have 2 children that are at least 20. Right? It's awesome. Especially when you realize I'm only 44 years old. It's great, isn't it? Yeah. Oh yeah, by the way, it was on the 23rd. Motherfuckers. It's too late now. It's been over a week. But, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I hope you enjoyed what we have for today. Yes, I was gone for a while because 1, it was Labor Day weekend, and 2, I was celebrating my daughter's birthday. You know, doing family stuff, as Jeff would say, in real life stuff. Jeff, I hang out with my kids and family every day. Just saying. But, leave Jersey alone. Anyway, yeah. I'm not telling you how to think. I mean, unless that's what you want. I'm helping you. But I am telling you to think, which you can't go wrong with that unless you're a fucking retard and you think that child molesters and rapists should only get 17 months. Faggots.